What's poppin', boys? What's poppin'? I see the chat's going off right now. Shout out everybody in the chat before the stream even started. John Dong, America First, True Silence, Miata Boy, Gina. We got Gina back. Let's go. Let me just take care of a couple things before we get started, boys and girls. But yes, Tom Aspinall did dominate the headlines today. Dominated them. The only thing worth talking about today, Tom Aspinall. Mr. Brown Syndrome. We finna get into it, boys. We finna get into it. While I'm setting up here, boys, everybody like the stream while I'm getting started. Please and thank you. Then I'll read out some chats. And then we'll get into Aspinall. Okay, let's read some chats, boys. Let's read some chats. Even in cases where surgery is needed, Brown syndrome typically does not have long-term adverse effects on vision or eye health, from America First. Well, that's good to know. It seems like it's just a strained muscle. He can't elevate his eye and look to the corner or something like that. So I think he'll be fine, honestly. Hopefully no surgery. Maybe steroid injections to the eye. That's what they're also saying. But definitely no surgery. Unless it's super fucking serious. Bisping versus Aspinall, I can see that happening. No pun intended, America First, or what? I think pun intended there. Give Waldo Cortez the title shot from True Silence. Cortez has to keep that same energy in the cage. Shit. You know, I'm high on Waldo Cortez Acosta right now, True Silence. I'm high on my boy, Waldo Cortez Acosta. Can't wait for the Derek Lewis fight. We're going to get him a title shot as soon as possible. That's all I can really say about Cortez for right now. But shit. Tom out indefinitely, bro. Indefinitely. Until this fucking thing recovers. Not even close to returning, boys. Hasn't even returned to training. We're going to get into all of it, though. John Dong with the delay. Sorry, homie. I started the live, then I had to go make my food, and then I fucking ate, and I came on here as soon as possible. Miata Boy late again. Shit, come on now, Miata Boy. Not that late. I was about 10 minutes late. If you boys are in the Discord, you would have known I sent a message at 5:30 saying I'm about to go live in 30 minutes. So I wasn't too far off. Woodley saying Usman kissed the most the most ass. All right, America First. We'll look into it. I'll add that to the topics, America First. Woodley saying Usman kissed a lot of ass. Why doesn't he like fucking Usman? I saw the clip. I didn't watch it, but I saw it on my timeline. So that's what he said, huh? Woodley says Usman is an ass kisser. Okay, added to the topic list. Gina says Brown syndrome is a rare eye condition that affects the movement of one eye, making it difficult to look upward and inward. It can be congenital, present at birth, or acquired later in life due to factors like trauma or inflation. Thank you for the context, Gina. I appreciate it. That's what I read too. Any of those any of those morons who said he just quit and there was no real injury care to comment then? Anybody? Any takers? Any takers? Now, you know, I will, since Gina's pointing it out, I will take a moment. I've been saying, you know, Aspinall, he should be returning by now. He should be returning and announcing his return date. But if he hasn't even returned to training, he released medical records. Okay, now I'm in the loop. And I'm going to switch my tune on Tom. When he gets back to training, then we can call for a fight announcement. But right now it's too soon. He got Brown syndrome. Can't even drive his damn car. Potential eye surgery pending. All right, Ciryl Gane should be suspended and fined. But I've been said that already too. But I was being hard on Aspinall because, what's his name? Waldo Cortez Acosta has been doing his fucking thing. And Cortez got eye poked as well. He did suffer a corneal abrasion. But I guess he healed quicker than Tom. You know what I mean? Waldo Cortez suffered a slightly worse injury due to an eye poke. And he recovered faster than Tom. That's just the truth. But Tom got Brown syndrome. His eye, there's like a muscle in there or a tendon that's been strained. Tom is faking. He paid off the doctors. My eye pokes would put Tom out for 2 years. John Jones, 12-6. Shout out to you, homie. I get the narrative. I seen a lot of people saying that Tom, you know, he went to as many doctors as he could find so that they would sign off on what he wants them to say. I saw those narratives out there. America First. Brandon said he didn't have shit wrong. You talking about him. America First. I think you're calling me Brandon, and I just acknowledged it. I think I did say Aspinall don't got nothing wrong with his eye. Because Cortez Acosta returned sooner than him. But now I'm going to take it back. All right? Gina says, first moron has identified himself already. I think she's shouting out John Jones. Ricky LaFleur. Still finna sleep you, homie. What's good trick? That's a crazy fucking thing to call me, Ricky LaFleur. That's a crazy thing to call me, homie. Everyone, Miata Boy, and everyone was saying he's faking it. I'm a real one. Shout out Miata Boy. There was no fake. If anything, I said Aspinall was milking it. Like I said, I'm gonna take it back, okay? Now that he posted medical records, we have something to base an opinion off of. I'm going to take it back. Why you think Midget C has been so quiet about his upcoming fight? It's not like him to be so quiet. I like it. Marab humbled him big time. Midget C. Who's Midget C? I'm trying to think. Midget C. Help me out with that one, America First. I don't know. Everyone was not saying that, just the morons. Chief Steel, Discord who? Shit, let me plug the Discord. Let me put the link in the chat real quick. Hold up. Join the Discord, boys. I'm giving you updates on when I go live, alright? Also, we can react before I go live to news. So, definitely worth joining the Discord. I ain't selling you boys shit on the Discord either. It's literally just for updates. Pin this to the top. If you guys want to join the Discord for updates, it's right there pinned on the top of the chat. Your poll suggested February. I doubt that now. Yeah, I know. It's going to be a minute for Tom's return. It's going to be a hot minute, Gina. Just fact checking here. Miata Boy, he said he felt his finger touch the back of his eye. He did say that. Acosta will take the belt from Tomboy Aspinall. Lightning Cejudo. Oh, yes. Cejudo does have an upcoming fight. I almost forgot because he has been so quiet. I fucking literally forgot. And I can't even name off the top of my head who he's fighting. Because he's been so fucking quiet. Who's Cejudo fighting? I could look it up, but I figure I'll just ask you guys. True Silence saying Acosta will take the belt from Tommy Boy Aspinall. Shit. You know what? If Tom's going to be out for a hot minute, should we run another heavyweight title fight or what? Probably not, right? Ricky LaFleur, you always going to be my busted out little trick baby girl. That shit's crazy, homie. You wildin', but you do you, homie. You do you. Miata boy, I've had the same thing that happened to Waldo. It's not bad. It take like a week or two to heal and turns red and waters a lot. All right, Miata boy. All right. I never had that shit happen to me. Who would win, Mokaev or Tyra? John Dong Mokaev. John Dong Mokaev. Yeah. Mokaev. John Dong Mokaev. Cejudo is fighting diabetes. Oh my god, James Steele. Let me see what else we got in this chat. Long-term management may involve monitoring symptoms, medication for inflammation, or surgery if necessary, and many individuals can experience improvement over time. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Gina. We'll look into it more right now too, but you're doing the deep dive ahead of time. You see how in the Paramount UFC commercial they have McNuggets on it? I did see that. He's fighting Talbot. Thank you, Lightning. I appreciate it. Straight up forgot. Straight up fucking forgot. Shout out to Lightning. Welcome to the chat, homie. True Silence. He don't know who the fuck Cejudo is fighting either. Shout out. Might it be career ending? We will have to wait and see. Gina, I'd be lying if that thought didn't cross my mind. I'd be lying if I said that thought didn't cross my mind. Robelis de Spain would have KO'd Acosta if he stood with him. Shout out Acosta. Acosta beat de Spain or what? I think he did, right? I remember that shit. Yep, unanimous. Shout out Acosta. He pieced Shama up. Except for when Shama fucking turned it up in the last 10 seconds. That was crazy. What that gap smell like? Oh my god, Ricky LaFleur on some crazy shit. I'm gonna stop reading these. I'm not sure what a gap is though, homie. They re-sign Mokaev, give him one fight. Then Pantoja, that's a badass fight. Did they re-sign Mokaev though? I don't think they did yet, Miata boy. But all signs are pointing to it, bro. Definitely re-sign Mokaev if he hasn't been re-signed already. I don't think he's been re-signed though. I'm waiting for the other morons. Are they coming then? LOL. They should be here soon, Gina. They should be here soon. We got a lot of people that also don't like Aspinall. Turned into Waldo Acosta Madoff. He did. He did, True Silence, and you got to credit him for that. You know what I mean? It's MMA. If that eye poke ends Tom's career, he should sue for real. He was poked twice. Miata boy, I've been said it so many times. Ciryl Gane is a cheater, and he should be suspended and fined, bro. And shit, give that fine to fucking Aspinall. When Midget C loses, he should call it a career and stick to his podcast. Might give you a run for your money, Jacob. Shit, so Cejudo's doing good on the podcast. But we coming for everything. We coming for the top spot, boys. Gap, yeah, I don't know what that means, Ricky LaFleur. Who would win in a striking only match? Ciryl Gane or Robelis de Spain? Great question, John Dong. I'm going to pick Ciryl Gane. I'm going to pick Ciryl Gane. By way of fucking cheating and eye pokes and back of the head shots. I'll pick Ciryl Gane. He was poked 3 times actually, one before the double eye poke. Well then, I think that is a perfect segue, Gina, to get into the Aspinall video and news today. But I will add, we're also going to debate who's going to win. Paddy Pimblett or Justin Gaethje. So if anybody's been watching film, you're in luck, because we're going to debate that. This morning I watched Paddy Pimblett versus Chandler, and I saw Gaethje versus Chandler. And I think we all know who got the finish. Who got the finish, Gaethje or Paddy? Also, Paddy versus Chandler was a 5-round fight. It got finished in the 3rd, but Paddy Pimblett trained for a 5-round fight already. This will not be his first time training for a 5-round fight. I like it. I like it. So we'll debate who's going to win, Paddy Pimblett or Justin Gaethje. We'll get into that later, but that's a little bit of a teaser. Okay, so Aspinall diagnosed with Brown syndrome after suffering fight-ending double eye poke from Ciryl Gane at UFC 321. Aspinall has posted medical records showing he has been diagnosed with Brown syndrome after suffering a fight-ending double eye poke in October. Tom has not returned to training since suffering the injury to his eye and has been advised to not drive until his eye fully recovers. Doctors are currently exploring surgery or steroid injections as options for recovery if problems continue to persist. Via Tom Aspinall IG. Okay, he posted screenshots of the medical reports. Here's Tommy Boy right now. Shit, man is going through it. Look at him. Fucking look at him. Wait, real quick though, before we continue any further, I've been advised to fix my fucking audio and bring it up a little bit. So let me do that for you guys. Somebody fucking commented it. Testing, testing. Testing. Testing, testing. That should be a little bit better now. Testing. That should be fine, shit. I'm gonna just bring it down a little bit. Okay. Alright, boys. Miata Boy saying, don't be trashing Triple C. Don't be trashing Triple C. Shit, I did forget about his fight, though. I straight up forgot about that shit. Triple C usually does a better job of promoting, but it's all good. Shout out Triple C. Okay. I screenshotted the most important parts from Aspinall's findings, because a lot of stuff is like medical terminology that we're not even going to understand anyway. So here's the most compelling parts that I screenshotted. First of all, I like how he put his name up here, right? With the date, just as proof that these medical records are his. It goes, Mr. Aspinall sustained significant bilateral ocular trauma during a professional sporting event in late October 2025. Immediate visual disturbance resulted in the fight being stopped. Confirmed clinical findings, advanced imaging, CT and MRI confirmed orbital soft tissue trauma. Orthopedic evaluations demonstrated impaired binocular coordination and restricted ocular motility. Bilateral traumatic Brown syndrome indicating disruption of the superior oblique tendon trochlear mechanism. Persistent diplopia, double vision, especially in positions of upgaze and lateral gaze. Reduced best corrective visual acuity post-trauma. So I think that means, you know, his vision is less. His vision has been reduced as a result of the eye pokes. Obviously, the Brown syndrome, he can't upgaze and lateral gaze, right? And also, disruption of the superior oblique tendon. So that's what Brown syndrome is. Disruption of the superior oblique tendon, which I guess is used to look up and lateral, which he cannot do. On top of having his eye vision reduced alone. Imagine getting your vision reduced from a fucking cheating bastard like Ciryl Gane. Motherfucker. My eye's already bad enough. I can't afford to get them fucking reduced. I don't think anybody can afford to have their fucking vision reduced. Marked peripheral visual field impairment Marked peripheral visual field impairment confirmed by automated parametry. CT scan suggesting a minimally displaced fracture of the right medial orbital wall. So a fracture too. Minimally displaced fracture. Man, multiple injuries here. I think I count 3 so far. Reduced vision, displaced fracture, peripheral visual field impairment, you know what I mean? That's like a third one. And the fourth would be Brown syndrome. Superior oblique tendon. Mr. Aspinall must abstain from sparring, fighting, or participating in any combat-related activity until full resolution of eye movement, impairment, and diplopia. So that's his medical restrictions, which is why I said he hasn't returned to training. He confirms it in the video we're about to watch. And this is like, he has a whole timeline of all the doctor visits and all the results of the doctor visits and all the findings. But here was the most compelling one. Diagnosis, bilateral traumatic Brown syndrome, ongoing blurred vision and diplopia, discussed management options, conservative steroid injection or surgery. Advised no driving until after refraction and stabilization of symptoms. So no driving either. No fucking driving, no training. Advised no fighting until diplopia fully resolves. Plan continue NHS orthopedic and visual field follow-up. Summary. This constitutes clinically significant bilateral ocular trauma requiring ongoing consultant-led management. Mr. Aspinall is not yet medically cleared for combat activity. Future management, depending on clinical progression, targeted periocular steroid injections or surgical intervention to address persistent motility impairment may be required if symptoms fail to resolve. So yeah, pending symptoms resolving, steroid injections or surgical intervention, boys. So it is serious. It is serious. Overall, the clinical picture remains consistent with significant traumatic bilateral Brown syndrome associated with ongoing diplopia, restricted ocular motility, reduced visual function, and substantial field loss. Symptoms remained unsolved as of late November 2025, and ongoing specialist follow-up is required and ongoing. So it's been about a month. It's been about a month. A little more since the eye poke happened. Last slide of the medical findings, at least. Here's a summary of the clinical findings. Following a bilateral eye poke injury sustained during a UFC fight in October 2025, the patient has been diagnosed with bilateral traumatic Brown syndrome, indicating significant disruption to the superior oblique tendon trochlear complex. Clinically, he presents with persistent diplopia in multiple gaze positions, including lateral gaze and up gaze, blurred vision, and photophobia followed the trauma. Marked restriction of elevation and adduction in both eyes confirmed on orthoptic assessment. Reduction in visual acuity bilaterally. Severe bilateral vision field depression on Humphrey field visual testing. Imaging and investigations demonstrated findings required continued monitoring with no definitive structural explanation identified for the degree of functional deficit. CT imaging initially raised concern for a medial orbital wall abnormality. MRI demonstrated no acute structural abnormality to account for motility impairment or visual symptoms. Intraocular pressures and anterior segment findings did not identify the source of function limitation. And so if you guys are wondering what Brown syndrome is, here it goes. But real quick, I'm going to give you guys a little spoiler. That's what it looks like right there. That's what it fucking looks like. But look, for real though. This is normal, right? This is Brown syndrome right here. The eyes aren't working the same. This is a bigger upgaze, lateral upgaze. This is about as far as Tom can probably do it, which is why he's been diagnosed with Brown syndrome. So yeah, probably why he's wearing glasses too. But I'd like to see him without them to confirm, but it's all good. Okay, and then let's see here. But real quick, if you guys do want to see Aspinall's post, first off, he trolled like he's returning to UFC 324. Must have been his video editor's idea to get them extra views on their fucking YouTube video. Nonetheless, here's the timeline. The timeline and the findings from each doctor visit. If you understand this stuff, feel free to read it, but I don't, so I figured I won't even try to explain it to you guys. But yeah, it looks like he's done like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doctor visits. 9 doctor visits since the eye poke happened. 9 is crazy. Okay, and then the video. The video that has fucking all of the MMA blogs going crazy. Multiple headlines. Aspinall responds to Dana White, suggesting, you know, he quit essentially. Aspinall responds to, or sends a message to big cheater, Ciryl Gane. Aspinall confirms he's been out of training since the fucking fight. All kinds of stuff. Also compiles a video of Ciryl Gane's history of cheating, so it's worth the look. We're going to watch it right now.
President of the organization.
Shout out everybody watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like the video if you haven't. And here we go. 12-minute video. Perfect. Super easy to watch. Let's take a look. Mr. Ciryl Gane, first statement since the injury. First fucking statement. All we've heard from is his daddy. We finally hear from Tom. Let's go. Is Aspinall wearing swimming goggles in that promo? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Big Mike, Cejudo takes Moneyberg money. Yeah, that's fucking disgusting. Anyone who takes Moneyberg money, get right with yourself, homie. You don't need that shit. Especially Cejudo, bro. He got a booming podcast. Don't compromise yourself for fucking Moneyberg. I think he put on the shirt, didn't he, Big Mike? Big Mike? Did Cejudo put on the shirt, Big Mike? Let me know.
I mean, he had Tom bloodied up, and you know, Tom didn't want to continue in the fight.
So you're not too happy then on what the president of the organisation is saying towards it?
Well, what do you think?
In the 21st century, a weapon will be invented like no other.
Better, stronger, faster.
Unstoppable. He has only one purpose. Win fights.
Hello, hello. Welcome back. Seeing as no one's heard from you, the channel's crying out for what's been going on. What have you, what's been going on in your exciting life for the last 5 weeks?
Oh, mate, I've been having a lovely time just in and out of hospital, getting all kinds of different tests done on my eyes and speaking to specialists, speaking to surgeons, speaking to doctors. Oh, it's been a fantastic time.
I've asked the community, the Aspinall, Team Aspinall community, to get the questions in, and we've got probably about 10 plus questions, a lot of the same questions obviously, just seeing how you are and what's next. But first of all, of course, how is your eye?
Yeah, the eye, well, both eyes, but especially the right eye, still ongoing. We are going to stick the diagnosis from the doctor on this video. It's also available on Instagram if you want to check it out. Look.
What? I didn't catch that.
There'll be haters out there disagreeing with it or whatever. All the eye experts out there, I'm sure, will have their own opinion, but this is what's going on.
What did you feel when you first got eye poked?
Well, I actually got eye poked twice in the fight. First one wasn't too bad. He got warned for it. The second one, obviously, Ciryl Gane tried to make my head a bowling ball with the double eye poke, knuckle deep in both. So yeah, wouldn't recommend it at all.
Ciryl Gane did in fact try to make his head a fucking bowling ball. Disgusting. Disgusting. This head is not a fucking bowling ball, Ciryl Gane. I don't know who needs to fucking tell you that. But you weren't fucking bowling at UFC 321. You were fucking fighting. Keep your damn fingers to yourself, you fucking cheater. You big cheater. We don't want to see no cheating from the big cheater in the big 26, boys. That's for damn sure. Big cheater Ciryl Gane.
How did you feel the fight was going before the eye poke?
I felt like the fight was going okay. It was going pretty.
Louis, funny thing is people pretending Gane isn't a dirty fighter. Gane is dirty as fuck, dude. The dirtiest fighter I ever laid my eyes on. Gives John Jones a run for his fucking money.
Much to plan. I think that, look, there was this big notion in the media before that I'm just going to run through Ciryl Gane. Look, I might look like an idiot. Sometimes I might even talk like an idiot. But when it comes to fighting, I know what I'm talking about, and I know that Ciryl Gane is a tough matchup for me. Really good defensively. I knew that if we want to break the fight down a little bit, Cyryl's got really good defence. He moves really, really well on his feet. I knew that I have to stand in range and take a few punches from Ciryl to be able to land my own shots. We knew that. That was happening. I had a bloody nose. Look, any of my sparring partners know you only have to look at that thing.
I think it's a bit red now as well, isn't it?
It might be a bit red today, yeah. Got the old Rudolph thing going on.
It's not broken though, just to be clear.
No, my nose.
And for the record, I do want to see the rest of Aspinall versus Gane because I got a sneaky suspicion. If Gane doesn't fucking cheat on Aspinall, okay, as the fight plays out over 5 rounds, I think we could see Aspinall starting to fucking take over. But he got to weather the storm early from Ciryl Gane, tire him out, and then he could take over the fight. But early on, Ciryl Gane a little bit too crisp. But what's Ciryl Gane gonna look like if Tom gets a fucking takedown? You know what I mean? Starting the second round, starting the third round after getting taken down. Will that wear on him? That's what I want to fucking see. That's what I want to see. Will Tom start backing him up? I think he might. But anyway, that's why I'm intrigued. I want to see the fucking rematch. And I'm not writing off Aspinall. Not at all.
Wasn't broken, but I have broke my nose about 3 or 4 times in my life. So, look, touch me in the nose, it'll bleed. Yeah, nosebleeds happen in fights. Yeah, was he hitting me with a few jabs? Yes. Was I hitting him with a few shots as well? Yes. I thought it was going to be a 5-round fight. Go and look at my pre-fight stuff. I knew this was going to be a long and tough fight. I think that every fight I go into, and I really respect my opponent, especially Ciryl. I think there's this notion with the media and maybe the fans that Cyryl's not very good, which is just complete bullshit. I think that he's really, really good. He's super talented. He's been at the top of division for a number of years, which is not easy.
Sorry to pause it, boys, but you guys are also doing this. I see a lot of people doing this with Paddy Pimblett right now, saying he's trash and stuff. Now, I don't think Paddy's as skilled as a Ciryl Gane, don't get me wrong. But a lot of people are, writing off Paddy Pimblett. Just figured I'd throw that in there.
Easy to do. He's been an interim champion himself. He's obviously had 2 title shots for the undisputed title as well. So I think the guy's really good. I've took him extremely, extremely seriously. The fact that people expect it to be an easy fight, I don't read into that at all. I think I'm prepared for a really, really hard fight.
I felt like the first half of the round, he caught me a couple of times with a couple of jabs, couple of leg kicks, but towards the back end of the round, I was putting him in a couple of dangerous spots.
Did you think he did it on purpose?
So, I think that when it initially happened, I didn't really think much of it. I thought, accidental eye poke, whatever. Look, when I watched the fight back, that's when I really got the gist of what's going on. The guy was trying to poke my eyes out all the way through that round. Multiple exchanges, nearly every exchange that I could put him in danger. He had his fingers out pointing towards my eyes. Have a look at this clip and let me know what you think, if you agree, because it's hard to disagree when you've got footage like this. The guy was cheating from the first second, and the way that he wanted to win that fight was to have me compromised by cheating.
We found a video of
the way that he wanted to win that fight was to have me compromised by cheating. I want to exaggerate that point. The way he wanted to win that fight was to have me compromised by cheating. I 110% believe it. 100,000,000% believe it. Ciryl Gane game plans. Let's poke him early, get him compromised, and continue. It's a free one. We get a free foul. I do not doubt that at all, that that's Ciryl Gane's game plan and that his coaches fucking advise him to do that shit. Just for the record, I want to be clear about that. I 100,000% agree with Aspinall there. Now let's take a look at Aspinall's fucking examples.
See from that first round with Gane's sort of finger pokes, just want you to watch it if you can see, and just sort of explain what's going on.
Two, 3, 4, 5.
Let's take that back.
4, 2.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wait, my bad. My bad, boys. Good thing I fucking took it back. Okay. This is the first eye poke. That's crazy. I'm going to rewind it too.
What's going on? Just want you to watch it if you can see, and just sort of explain what's going on.
That's crazy the way he just did that. Watch the slow-mo replay. That's crazy.
2, 3, 4, 5.
He finally found his target there, didn't he? Finally found his target there. Was trying for a hot minute. Mean Fox, Parry punch. Let's go, Parry. Or let's go, Mean Fox. Shout out to you. Parry punch is right.
So what have you just seen there?
I've just seen that every time his hand comes out, it does this. And it's wrong.
Have you heard from Ciryl Gane at all, or any contact or anything post-fight?
Nope.
Nice guy.
And your thoughts on him at the moment?
My thoughts on him, I think he's a big cheater. I think that, look at all his fights.
Let go of the cage! Let go of the cage! It's over now. What a jab. Yes, he did. Junior Dos Santos!
Dude loves himself a free back of the head fucking shot. Loves himself that shit. Cage grabbing, eye poking, nut shots. This guy does it fucking all. Any foul he can do, he fucking does it. Crazy. It's so intentional. It's so clear. It's so fucking clear. It's so clear.
His fights.
Let go of the cage! Let go of the cage! It's over now. What a jab. Yes, he did. Junior Dos Santos! Now, bitch. Is it double? Like, what are you seeing when you try to open your eye?
I can hardly open my eye.
The dirty.
Fool me once, shame on me. Oh no, what is it? How does it go, boys? Fool me once, shame on... Yeah, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times. Fuck the peace sign, boys. Fuck Ciryl Gane. Also, what did Tom just say right here? He said something like... what did he say? Let me just rewind it.
And your thoughts?
Oh, that's what he said. He said that fucking Ciryl Gane hasn't spoke to him since the fucking eye poke incident. Not only has Ciryl Gane not spoken to him, but Ciryl Gane has not even issued a fucking statement, right? Sticking up for Tom, saying, guys, listen, I made a mistake. I'm not going to make that mistake again. I understand Tom's position. I need to be in control of my fucking weapons, right? Nothing like that from Ciryl Gane, the fucking scoundrel. Nothing like that, bro. No remorse. Just as bad as the fucking Team Makhachev guys who jumped fucking Danis. No fucking remorse. No accountability. Ciryl Gane, issue your fucking statement, bro. Get the pressure off of Tom Aspinall and say it's your fucking fault. Tom has no reason to be blamed. I deserve all the fucking blame. We're this close to not giving you the rematch, Ciryl Gane. You got 48 hours to issue your fucking statement, homie. 48 hours to respond, you big cheater. You big fucking cheater. We all know it. We all fucking know it.
And John Jones himself, even the GOAT himself, said before he fought him that Ciryl Gane's a cheater and uses dirty tactics.
I've noticed in a lot of Ciryl Gane's fights, he hits people in the back of the head quite a bit, and I didn't want any type of dirty play happening on such a big night.
Blue, John Jones is in black. Seemed like he ate an early kick on the groin, 7 seconds in.
What about punishment for the foul?
It's a tough one, isn't it? I've seen obviously there's been a lot of discussion on eye pokes and fouls since. The referee himself said pre-fight that the best thing about fouling is it works. That's Jason Herzog's words, not my words.
The best part about fouling, right, is that it works. So the best thing you can do is keep your head in the game, and I'll do everything I can to manage.
Yeah, you see guys like Derek Lewis coming out saying, if you're tired, kick them in the nuts, poke them in the eyes, do something that'll give you a little break, because there's basically no punishment for it.
So I told my coach if that happens, like in the fight with him, then I'm gonna knee him in the nuts on purpose.
Things need to change in the sport of MMA when it comes to fouls.
I mean, he had Tom bloodied up, and Tom didn't want to continue in the fight. So, who gives a?
What do you think about Dana White saying Tom didn't continue, and then also, who gives a to eye pokes?
Well, listen, I didn't continue. I'll tell you why I didn't continue. Because I'm not a dummy. I'm not going to go out there and fight one of the best strikers in the world if I can't see.
With double vision?
With any eye. Look, I know, as an MMA fighter, things are going to happen in the fight that compromise you. Go back and watch my fight with Arlovsky. At the end of the first round, he punched me right in the eyeball.
Final 20 seconds of the first round. Oh! Big right from Arlovsky.
For the rest of that fight, I couldn't see him out that eye. That's fine. If you get punched or kicked in the eye, that's fine. If you get double eye poked in both eyes and you've got no vision because of a foul, why should I carry on so some dummy can look and say, oh yeah, Tom just got knocked out? Because I ain't going to fight if I can't see anything because of a foul. If it's an illegal move, we have to fight through it. That's what we do as fighters. But when it's a foul, why am I going to put my health at risk when I can't see at all?
Listen, I know Tom gets a lot of flack for that. I know he gets a lot of flack for it, but I can do nothing but agree with the man. You got to make a harsh fucking stance if you want things to change. And the harsh stance has to be in favor of the person who's been fouled. We got to stop blaming the person who's been fouled and start giving them the credit for, you know what I mean? Listen, if you get fouled illegally, you're allowed to not continue. The blame should actually go on the person who commits the foul, but it's crazy because it's opposite. Ciryl Gane getting no blame, Tom getting all the blame. And I think that's how you constitute change, though. Tom's going to get some blame for this, but he's also the Trojan horse. He's the first one. I feel like there should be plenty of other fighters who now take a lesson from Aspinall and they say, fuck it. You fouled me. It's not my obligation to continue. This fight ended because of you, not because of me. Because you illegally fouled me. It's not about how tough I am to continue, blah, 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 blah. No, you illegally fouled me. We're playing with life points. You could take years off of my life. My vision has already been reduced. We're not going to do that. Plain and fucking simple. Plain and fucking simple. I know Tom gets flack for it, but honestly, he made the right decision. He got kids, bro. He don't got no obligation to anyone but his fucking family and his kids. When you get illegally poked, I want to add that in. When you get illegally fouled, your obligation doesn't belong to the company or fucking Ciryl Gane or even the fans. Okay, it belongs to your wife, your family, and your kids. Because that's who's going to deal with it in the end if this dude suffers a serious fucking injury because he continued after being illegally fouled. Who has to deal with that? Not Dana. Not the fans. Not Ciryl Gane. This dude's wife and fucking kids and his entire fucking family. I know you guys are hard on him for that, but I back him. I back him on that. And I have from the get-go. Even when I've been hard on Aspinall, saying he's milking it, saying his return should have been announced, I've never once said Tom should have continued in that fight and he's a bitch for not doing that. I've always said I 110,000% support Aspinall's decision to stop that fight because he was illegally fucking fouled. That's Ciryl Gane's fault. And you guys should all be blaming Ciryl Gane, getting on his ass in his fucking comments. Telling him, issue a fucking statement, homie. We want to hear from you.
So you're not too happy then on what the president of the organisation is saying towards it?
Well, what do you think?
Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so.
Look, we all know who is at fault here. What the are you talking about, huh?
And off the back of that, Tom, what have the UFC said?
Hunter Campbell, who I deal with personally, he's just said if they can help out in any way with doctors and stuff like that, that's what they'll do.
When do you think you can start training again?
Look, it's not up to me. It's up to the doctors. At the minute, I ain't allowed to do nothing, so I'm just following advice at the moment.
What's next?
What's next for me right now is...
Real quick on the Dana White thing, just before it gets too far into the video. Honestly, like, I don't know if Dana White is backhanded, like, promoting the fight, because he's kind of smart with that shit. He could have gone right into the promotional fucking bag at that press conference, and he knew questioning Tom's fighter spirit would have got the most headlines possible. Shit, he even included it in this video. If Dana was backing Aspinall, I'm sure Aspinall would have included it, but it wouldn't have hit the same. You know what I mean? Dana going against Aspinall, suggesting maybe he just quit in there. It gave him the most headlines for the rematch. Maybe Dana was just in his promotional fucking bag. Maybe. But if Dana really meant that shit, and he really did question it, shame on you, Dana. Shame on fucking you. But it's a 50-50, because we all know Dana, he be disingenuous a lot of the time promoting shit. For example, fucking John Jones. We all know. Not even going to go over it again, but we all know. Just glazing John Jones left and fucking right. Promoting him, though. Promoting him. It doesn't mean he believes all of it, but he's trying to promote him. And I'm just saying, maybe he didn't believe what he was saying, but he saw the promotional angle. You got to give credit to Dana for one thing, being a good promoter. Let's continue. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out everybody watching. Like the stream. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We are live every fucking night, homies. Every night. Few more minutes here.
There's talk of surgery on the ice. We've got to see how it goes over the next few weeks. Obviously that's down to the specialists and stuff, but I'm not in the gym training at the moment. I'm not doing anything MMA wise at the moment. I'm just following the doctor's orders right now. And
damn, so that's it. That's how much he can move his eye. You guys wanted to see it, right? That's it. This is the Brown syndrome right here. I'm assuming it's the eye with the fucking highlight, but let's see.
Seeing what happens with the health.
And obviously you've been a massive help to the UFC.
This eye moves up more than this one, right? Which eye is he saying has bilateral Brown syndrome?
See, you've taken a fight on 2 weeks' notice. You've taken a fight in the middle of the night, been backup fighter for Jones versus Miocic, and then obviously the whole John Jones saga. How do you sort of see this going forward for yourself with the UFC?
I think right now we just got to focus on the health, innit? We just got to get everything back to normal, follow the doctor's orders, and that's all I can control right now. So we'll cross that bridge when I'm feeling better and everything's right.
What are you left feeling after the fight?
Well, look, if you were sidelined from doing your job for like 15 months, not allowed to do anything, you train your ass off for 6 months for a fight, then to get double eye poked, to be left with no vision for nearly 6 weeks, because of an illegal move. How do you think I feel? Not feeling fantastic, am I?
Obviously, you've just said there you're not sure on what to expect, but when do you think you can start training again?
I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I'm obviously very keen to get back and beat this guy up. But I've got to be 100% right, so whenever the eye's good to go, that's when I'll do it.
Just to sum it all up, mate, more a message to the fans than anything who haven't heard from you in 5 weeks. How you're doing, what's to come on the channel, and yeah, just looking forward in a positive note.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, as good as I can be. A big shout out to everyone who has stuck there by me. A lot of haters out there who are living some very sad lives, who think they're eye doctors and have never... Listen, I'll double eye poke you full blast in the eyes and see if you can still write some grim comment on Instagram or YouTube or whatever.
True silence, he talking to you, homie. No shade. No shade, homie, but he talking to you. And anyone else doubting him, he talking to you, boys. Shout out Aspinall. Shout out True Silence.
You let me know, you tough guys out there who think you can, who think you'll be able to carry on with one of the best strikers in the world when you can't see a thing. But there's been a lot of positivity out there. A lot of fellow fighters backing me up and stuff like that. A lot of love as always, so appreciate the love. We've got some big stuff coming on the channel. The channel I think we're the channel we're going to be doing more stuff now because I can't train, so I might as well do something.
Okay, so cameraman's job just got better. He got Tom Aspinall, you know, ready to shoot content all day, every day because he not training. He not even fucking driving. Miata boy, can we just point out how good this cameraman is at walking backwards? He got that gimbal tripod. I already know it, bro. I already know it. Super stable. He got the gimbal tripod. We got to get Buck's cameraman that too next. And the last thing I want to say about this video is no timetable for the return. I know I already talked about it, but no timetable. No timetable, out indefinitely. I don't know what to make of that. The UFC got to get this shit going soon, though. So the only thing that worries me, could we get some type of title fight, interim title fight in the meantime, if Tom is out for too long? Somewhere in the ballpark of 6 months. How long is the UFC willing to wait for his return? That's the biggest question I think we got. How long will the UFC wait for Tom Aspinall to return before they try to get some clarity in the heavyweight division? Also, sounds crazy. It sounds a little bit crazy, but shit. If Tom Aspinall returned for the title fight against anyone besides Ciryl Gane, I wouldn't be mad at it. Fuck Ciryl Gane. Dude is a fucking cheater. Straight up cheater. Straight the fuck up. Ciryl Gane a straight cheater, bro. Straight up fucking cheater. We could look at some... No, let's read the chat. Let's read the chat. See what you boys think. I'm going to read some from the bottom. True Science LMAO. Saint Fine has, so you're left with people with low moral character because most elite athletes pursue a different path. America First says, I don't think Dana was promoting anything. He just doesn't like Tommy. Damn, why doesn't Dana like Tommy, though? Is it because of the whole thing where they were saying they don't want to re-sign with Dana? They want to go to boxing? That could have been it, too. Either Dana was in his promotional bag or Tom Aspinall is on his fucking shit list. There's no in between. Either Dana was in his promotional bag or fucking Aspinall is on that man's shit list. John Jones says he eye pokes people instinctively. I know, Louis. I know. John Jones is the one to blame for all this. John is the first person who came out and he's like, listen, I don't give a fuck, bro. I eye poke people. I don't care. And everyone followed suit. Derek Lewis, now Ciryl Gane. Also, I'm going to throw him in there. Michael fucking Chandler. Michael fucking Chandler. I poke fucking King, bro. I poke fucking King. Poked Paddy. Poked fucking Gaethje. I'm pretty sure didn't he bite fucking Dustin Poirier? Yeah, what they say about Chandler is true, boys. I think he poked Paddy and he hit him in the nuts? One or the other. But Michael Chandler be fouling every fucking fight. Every fucking fight. Miata Boy, Waldo versus Blades. Okay, why not? Blades is a good win if you're trying to get to the title. He gets past Derek Lewis. Let's throw him to Blades, Miata Boy. Let's throw him to Blades. Castro is oil checking Gane. Watch out. I can't do shit to Gane other than advocate like I've been advocating. I would never dream of oil checking Ciryl Gane. Sharif, Leon Edwards, I poked Bilal, real bad one. Leon Edwards, I poked Bilal, real bad one time, left his eye deformed forever. That's true. That's true, Sharif. That's true. And actually, Bilal had worse. He had like a ton of eye surgeries. He almost lost his fucking vision. Louis, yeah, it's because Aspinall said he wants to leave MMA and make real money trying to make a boxing match, and Dana hates that kind of talk. I know. I figured. There's a damn good chance that's why. A damn good chance. Shout out to Tom's dad. Caught in 4K on the fucking Ray-Ban metas, boys. Look out for those pesky Ray-Ban metas. They finna get you. They finna get you. Shout out everybody watching. Like the stream. Subscribe, boys. You know the deal. Chandler Fishhook Charles. See what I mean, Miata Boy? The list goes on. His last 5 fucking fights, all fouls. Shout out to you, Michael Chandler. You dirty mofo. Your reputation precedes you, homie. Tom speaks his mind and can't be bought. I think that's the issue. He's not a company man. Dana loves fighters that bow to him. America first. I get what you're saying. And I pretty much agree with you. Speaking your mind as a fighter against the company is never going to do you any favors. But shit, what's everybody supposed to do? Be fucking scared all the time? Somebody got to do it. Let it be the heavyweight champ. Let it be the heavyweight champ. Why don't the refs remove a point already? Well, Sharif, they've been allowed to, but they just been soft as fuck. They've been allowed to do that. But they've been soft as fuck. But now, because of this, they're going to. But shit, I haven't seen it. I haven't fucking seen it. But apparently they're going to start taking points immediately because of the whole Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane saga. No way his diagnosis was a brown eye. Brown syndrome. Not to be confused for Down syndrome. True Silence says they're going to have to if they want to be looked at as an official sport with Paramount. Let's get that immediate point deduction for eye pokes, boys. Immediately. We need that shit. We need the immediate point deduction. All right, I'm going to scroll up to some of the older chats because it was going off during the video. Chat GPT. Oh, wait. Okay, let me just start from the top somewhere. Oh, True Silence disagrees with me. He thinks Ciryl Gane won't beat Robelis because Robelis is a like 20-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Yes, True Silence, but I don't know. I'm going to rock with Ciryl Gane. We'll never see it, but I'm going to rock with Ciryl Gane. Go watch his karate combat career post-UFC. Bro be beating 3x a night. Oh, bro be fighting 3x a night and getting all round 1 KOs. I know, True Silence. I've seen it. Respect to Robelis. But I just figure Ciryl Gane might take that. I think Ciryl Gane just a more well-rounded MMA striker. I know Robelis good at Taekwondo, but Ciryl Gane a really well-rounded MMA striker. Got a good jab on him. It would be an interesting fight, though. It would be interesting, and it wouldn't be a walk in the park for Ciryl by any means. Gina, maybe Dana White will come up with an eye-poking championship next to go along with the MMA and power slapping. That's a good idea, Gina. Hope Dana's watching. America First, Gane secretly being trained by Jones, master of the eye poke, just saying. Yeah, we know. We know John Jones fucking evil when it comes to the fucking eye pokes. America First, Chat GPT made up medical records. America First says Paddy beats Justin Gaethje easy. Shout out. True Silence Audio Gucci. Thank you. I hope it's still Gucci. Seems like it is. America First, you good, Jacob? Somebody just needs to get the wax out their ear. All right, I appreciate it. Thanks for the update on the audio, boys. Gal turned Aspinall into a bowling ball. That shit's funny as hell. He got poked badly. And it's even funnier because I went bowling like 2 nights ago. So I knew exactly what he was talking about. I got the reference immediately. Miata Boy, Jacob, I also found some info that might piss you off. Miata Boy, send it in here. Send it in the fucking Discord. I mean, if it's going to piss me off, I think you want to see me react to it, don't you? Shout out Raz for joining the fucking Discord. But yeah, Miata Boy, send that shit over if you want to. Gina, and some people wanted him to fight on like that. That's giving Gane a virtual near win, isn't it? Yes. Yes, Gina. And it wasn't his obligation. It's Ciryl Gane's obligation to not fucking poke him and keep his goddamn fingers to himself. His gosh damn fingers to himself. I gotta work on that. His gosh damn fingers to himself. Is there any way to repair that? St. Fine has, I mean, steroids or surgery, they're saying, but first off, they're waiting to see if time will heal it. But aside from surgery or steroids, just time. But there's a chance it doesn't recover with time alone. Sadly. Aspinall, the $6 million man. Shit, I hope he gets $6 million. True Silence, interim title, fuck it, it might happen. Like I said, though, I wouldn't be opposed to fucking Aspinall returning against someone other than Ciryl Gane. Fuck Ciryl Gane. All those idiots claiming he quit on purpose are dumbasses. St. Fine has, shout out. The more you say, the more I am leaning toward it being possibly career ending. Gina, damn Gina. No, like I said, it crossed my mind. I'm like, dude, can this guy even return? You know? Or is it going to be that fucked? Time will tell. Miata Boy, so the finger that went behind the eye must have touched the muscle on the back of his eye. That's crazy. I know that stuff hurt. Miata Boy, I think that's pretty well said. I don't know 100%, but it sounds like that makes a lot of sense. You know? That sounds like it makes a lot of sense. Crazy. Finger went deep as fuck, bro. Gina, sounds like it. Yes, yeah, I agree, Gina. James Steele, he needs Kane's brown pride tattoo now. Hey, that brown pride tattoo would go hard, wouldn't it? Repping for all the people with Brown syndrome out there. Bisping got the evil eye. True Silence. Is Aspinall wearing goggles in that promo? America First? Yes, he was. Trolling. New Diddy. Hello, everyone. Hello, New Diddy, if you're still in here. Big Mike says Cejudo had the shirt on. Yeah, LMFAO. Mean Fox, shout out. 17 watching. Yeah, we had like 25 during this video. Tom from the bleak English countryside. Louis Springen. True Silence. Nobody gives a fuck, I promise. St. Finance, if you join MMA, be prepared to fight cheaters. It's a part of the fucking sport. It's cultural. It's disgusting. And we got to stop normalizing the cheating. That's what I was saying. We got to stop normalizing the cheating and put the blame on the fucking cheater, not the guy who didn't want to continue. And that goes for weight cuts too. If a guy doesn't want to take the fight, blame the fucking fat ass who missed weight, not the fucking fighter who doesn't want to get cheated, who fucking probably went through a near-death experience cutting and making weight. Meanwhile, the other guy fucking took the easy way out, shortcutted his weight cut, missed by 2 fucking pounds, and he didn't go through the near-death experience. Same shit. Weight cutting, eye poking. Fuck the cheaters, bro. Fuck the cheaters. The onus goes on them, not the opponent who doesn't want to not get fucking cheated. Cheater, but he made Tom look mid. Shout out True Silence. He definitely beat up on Tom, you know what I mean? For as long as the fight lasted. But I want to see it. I want to see it play out. And without the fucking eye poking, keep his hands closed this time. I think the referee should fucking call a point like before the eye poke even happens when we're talking about Ciryl Gane. If Ciryl Gane keeping his fingers outreached, warn him one time. The second time he outreaches his fingers, a fucking point. No more for Tom. Like I said in the past with MTK, my fucking co-host on the Wednesday podcast, Ciryl should have been fined and suspended way long ago for all the fouls we watched in that fucking Tom Aspinall video. Ciryl Gane should have been fined and suspended, but he hasn't been. But that should have been a fucking public record going into these fights, just like with fucking Nick Diaz popping for weed and getting escalated sentences every time he fucking fails the weed test. Ciryl Gane should have already been fined and suspended, and then with this one, it should have been another fine and another suspension, but this time bigger. Ciryl Gane should have been like got a 6-month fine and a $50,000 suspension for his illegal fouls on any of those previous fights, right? Then with this one, it should have been like a double whammy. Like, bro, you got a history of this shit. We got it on public fucking record. Okay, now suspended for a year. Now 150K gone. You owe us 150K. And it should keep getting escalated. That's what's going to stop the fucking cheating. If there's a public record of this shit going into the fights. Imagine if Tom had that as his argument. Bro, Ciryl Gane already been suspended, already been fined for this shit, right? But he doesn't have that. All he has is the previous fights, the video evidence to back it up. But it would be even better if Ciryl Gane had been fined and suspended, and we've done it for less. That's why I bring up Nick Diaz getting his whole career railroaded because he fucking kept popping for weed. And it kept getting escalated. They kept taking his money, kept suspending him for longer. Then why the fuck wouldn't we do that to Ciryl Gane, who's fucking cheating? Literally ruining people's careers. On top of all that, the weed turned out to be fucking fine, not a PED, and now it's fucking legal. These eye pokes, these back of the head shots, these nut shots will never be legal that Ciryl Gane fucking always does. Don't forget the fucking cage grabs either. Don't forget the cage grabs either. No, we don't need to bring back interim titles, then people pull a John Jones. Alright, Miata boy, fine. Between the roids and eye pokes, this makes the sport look bad. True Silence cope. I didn't sense any cope from Aspinall. I'm keeping it a buck. I didn't. Mean Fox, cheaters will never win in this present age. Never. I can't stand cheaters myself. No, I'm with you. I'm not with the cheating bullshit. America First Jones, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's John Jones' fucking motto before the fights. That's his mantra. Am I the only person that think his fight with John was rigged? Miata boy, yeah, I think so. I think John just completely mentally broke Ciryl Gane. St. Fine has, I've broken my nose also. It doesn't hurt until after an hour. Yeah, I think the bloody nose, people made a big deal about it. I think it was fine. True Silence, he stuffed Tom's takedowns. I know. But as the fight plays out, and without the outreached fucking fingers, I think it plays out a little bit different, True Silence, or at least I'm intrigued to see it. No outstretched fingers. Let's see the fight enter the second, third, fourth, fifth rounds, and let's see. Miata Boy, Paddy is kind of bad. Miata Boy, we're going to get into it. Homie. That's the next topic. True Silence, LOL, Gane was looking like the better fighter, but so was Leon until they ran it back with Bilal. That's true. That is true, True Silence. That's a good point. That's true. Miata Boy, he's funny, but his stand-up is kind of mid. His kicks are good. Like I said, Miata Boy, we finna get into it. I don't want to jump the gun yet. But I will let you know. Not that I disagree with you, but I got a comparison. If you think that Gaethje got bad striking, or if you think that Paddy got bad striking, I got a comparison. Louis, yeah, the Gane-Jones fight looked rigged. Gane just sat there. He did. He quit before it even started. America First. TBH, Tom has to defend and talk good about his opponent, no matter who it is. Any champion will do so unless you're Rampage. He don't give a fuck. This is the exception, though. Fuck Ciryl Gane, bro. Fuck Ciryl Gane. That's how you build it up. Fuck Ciryl Gane. Ricky, Gane versus Jones was 100% rigged. Okay, so I guess Miata Boy isn't alone. Tom should just poke him back, Miata Boy says. Yeah, that would have been great. If Gane does it again, that's what Tom has to do. He can't run away again. Not that he ran away, but you guys get what I'm saying. It gets to a point, bro. You can't just keep letting him get away with that. You got to poke him fucking back. 1,000,000%. Shout out Mean Fox. Gina, they still haven't done anything about eye pokes, have they? They haven't changed anything. They're just basically said, look, this rule's been in place where we can legally take points before an eye poke even happens. We can take points on the first eye poke, but we've been too fucking scared to do so. So now they say, okay, we'll go ahead and start implementing it now. Pretty fucking goofy if you ask me, bro. Should have been done that shit. Stop waiting till shit gets so fucking far. St. Fine has, most people don't know how serious a broken nose is. It affects your breathing and you will need surgery. Also, an eye poke is possibly permanent. That's the scary thing about the eye poke. Could be permanent. Miata Boy, Tom should pull a double eye poke and a oil check, that to make things even. Shout out Miata Boy. Louis, yeah, I still don't believe they have deducted points from anyone for eye pokes, so eye pokes are really still legal. Yeah, Louis, they're still being fucking cowards about it. Still being cowards. James, damn, you really selling it? Haha. A lot of people think that. True Silence. Jones would have beat Tom, safe to say. Miata Boy. Ciryl Gane has a low blow in his John Jones fight. Out cheat the cheater. when two cheaters meet inside the octagon, huh, Miata Boy? Mean Fox, epic. America First. Gane has not lived up to all the hype Dana was giving him from the start. He hasn't. Andre Tadic. Gane smokes him next time around. If he was so confident, he'd be fighting him in January. But he's still recovering, homie. He's still recovering. I was calling for Aspinall to return in January, but shit, what can we do? He got Brown syndrome. He got Brown syndrome. Andre is a mouth breather, confirmed. Miata boy. Saint Fine has, listen, half of the UFC fighters are literally malevolent. Shit, I don't know what malevolent means, but shout out Saint Fine has. Mean Fox, you know, for 2,000 years, cheaters have been winning. It's time that it all changes. Needs to change. Needs to change. Andre, that jab was crispy and too fast for Tom. He couldn't handle the heat. Man, stop with it. Andre, I want to see the fight play out. I don't deny. Ciryl Gane was popping out a crisp jab. But Ciryl Gane was also keeping his fingers fucking outreached. Okay? But he was beating up on Tom to start the fight. Never going to take that away from Ciryl Gane, even though he's a fucking cheater. But I think there's chance for Tom to fucking get back momentum as the fight plays out. That's what I think. I think Ciryl Gane also historically makes bad choices as the fight fucking plays out. Just watch the fucking Francis Ngannou fight. Miata boy, the low blow to John Jones was acceptable. All cheating that happens to John is allowed. 100% agree. And same goes for Ciryl Gane. Tom Aspinall, feel free to foul the fuck out of Ciryl Gane if you guys rematch. No worries. We won't hold it against you. Anybody is allowed to foul those cheaters, John Jones and Ciryl Gane, with no remorse. Nobody gonna get on your ass about that. I promise. You could foul the cheaters. If you are a cheater in the year 2026, you better watch out, Mean Fox. Better watch out. It should have been a DQ, not a no contest. I agree, Miata boy. I agree. You foul someone like that, bro? Fuck you. We just got to make it more, like, cutthroat. That's why I'm not opposed to the DQ, because we got to make it cutthroat. We got to make it cutthroat. Or else nothing's going to ever change. The fact that it ends in a no contest encourages guys to do it more, because it's not going to be a loss on their record, is it? So guys are like, worst case scenario, I'm only going to lose a no contest. It's fine. It's completely fine. The worst case scenario at least needs to be I'm going to have a loss on my fucking record. Constituting change is a new thing. We ain't playing anymore. We not playing, Mean Fox. We not playing at all. Oh, True Silence. Same people in this comment section. Shout on Henry, Aljamain, and Dumas. ETC. Shout out to True Silence. He makes a good point. For the record, I never shout on any of them. I never shout on any of them. Never shout on any of them, but I know people did. Including DC. Including DC on Dumas. 2026 and the big 2026, Mean Fox, no fucking games. 100,000%. No fucking games in the big 26. Shout out to fucking Ret Nose for dropping one of my favorite sayings in the fucking chat. Miata boy Jacob is like 30 minutes behind on chat. I ran out of chat, so I just started scrolling up. Oh shit, we got a dono from Tuxedo Mask, my boy. Shout out Tuxedo Mask. Thank you, homie. You can be down 5 rounds and still get a KO, like the fuck? Shit, I'm missing the context for sure. What was the context on that? You can be down 5 rounds and still get a KO. Like, oh, you're talking about Ciryl Gane versus Aspinall? Or what, Tuxedo? What you talking about? Miata boy, there's a lot of cheaters. America First, it turned out good for Ngannou. He went after the money and got it. Islam is a big cheater. He hooks the gloves a lot. Ricky LaFleur, I'm not even reading that shit. That's crazy. But I'm going to beat that ass, Ricky LaFleur, if we ever do run it. Sharif, just sub, like your content, bro. Great takes. I'm honestly done with MMA media. Shout out Sharif. Thank you, homie. Thank you, homie. You're going to enjoy subscribing, homie. Live every night. We got interviews. We got it all. Miata Boy, Paddy last 3 opponents were 0-12. Green was 0-3. Chandler was 0-2. And Tony was 0-7. Miata Boy, I know and I don't care. I know and I don't care. And personally, Miata Boy, just a little spoiler before we get into the debate. Shit. That dude, that same dude you just laid out, who's got his last 3 opponents 0-12, he probably going to beat Gaethje. He probably going to beat Gaethje, homie. With that 0-12 combined past 3 opponents. Probably still going to beat Gaethje. What can we say then? The goalpost's gonna get moved though for sure. They're gonna say, well, it wasn't Arman. It wasn't Arman. And yes, Arman and Ilya will be Paddy's toughest fights. Now that UFC made the deal with Paramount, will we see health insurance for fighters? Wishful thinking, I know. Doubt it, America First. I fucking doubt it. Miata Boy, I like the Hunter Campbell guy. He seems to care more about the fights than Dana. Hunter Campbell cool. Hunter Campbell cool. He's like the other Dana. The more involved Dana. Gina, the weed test LO, I'd weed really going... Oh, the weed test LO, is weed really going to help any fighter? Isn't that like anti-cheating? Diaz is a twit, but he didn't deserve that. Yeah, they were tripping before. They used to categorize weed as a PED. And that's why Nick got so fucked. Jacob, you see anyone beating Islam? People are saying he only has a few fights left before he retires. What's your take on that? Yeah, he probably only does have a few fights left before he retires. And who beats Islam? Shit. Not many people, bro. Not many fucking people. Maybe like... I don't know, bro. Maybe a Shavkat? Maybe a Shavkat could give him a run for his fucking money. Maybe a Shavkat, a healthy Shavkat. MXBB Life. He should just retire. He's too soft for fighting. Boxers will absolutely demolish him. Damn. Tom getting the fucking shade there. True Silence, America First, Arman, Ilya at 170, maybe Shavkat. Yeah, I got Shavkat probably. Shavkat could probably beat Islam. Maybe Arman in a couple years. Arman's still young though. I don't think age-wise Arman fully come into his prime yet. He's still entering it. America First says he likes Arman versus Islam too though. If Shavkat beats a guy like Morales... I like Shavkat versus Islam. Sharif, eye pokes costed Bisping his eye. Grabbing the fence and hooking gloves doesn't follow you for the rest of your life. Also, oblique kicks ought to be illegal IMO. Doesn't add anything to the fight. No, eye pokes are the most egregious. But we got to make a firmer stance. You know, I like that, Sharif. I like what you said there. Grabbing the fence and hooking gloves doesn't follow you for the rest of your life, but eye pokes do. You know, eye pokes really do. It's a really dangerous game, poking someone in the fucking eyes. Really fucking dirty. Really fucking dirty. So I would like a more harsh rule on the eye pokes, maybe groin shots, back of the head shots. But we can keep it as is with the fence grabs and the hooking gloves. We don't gotta instantly take a fucking point, you know? Oblique kicks, personally, I'm okay with them. Personally, I'm okay with them. It is what it is. I've seen a lot of guys throw them and nothing really happens. I think some of the times where there's been a freak injury, maybe it was slightly a freak injury, you know? Like, Ian was running those on Bilal. Bilal was fine. New Diddy, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why Santa Claus is coming to town. We got Christmas coming up, boys. Christmas month. DC caught Jones syndrome from Jones eye pokes and started eye poking like Jones in his later fights. That's right. Didn't DC eye poke fucking, what's his name? Stipe? At 170, Armand is cooked. True silence. All right. All right, I got caught up on all the chats. Shout out to you guys. Now, I figured we would watch Paddy Pimblett's latest video before we debate who's going to win, Paddy or Chandler. Paddy posted a video of his link up with iShow Speed in Qatar. And I think there's also footage of Paddy running into Ilya at UFC Qatar too. So why not? Why not watch it?
Hold on, wait, what's your channel called? Paddy?
Paddy the Baddy.
Paddy the Baddy. Everybody who's watching the Paddy the Baddy video, if y'all want to see us fight, let us know.
We'll do it now if you
Let
want
me
to know.
know.
Do it now. Sleep, kid.
Before we start, I think Paddy and iShow Speed have great chemistry. Great chemistry.
Belter, innit? I'm proper made up with this, aren't we? This hat's a beast. And the fellas,
And the whip.
And the whip. I'm made up, he bumped into us last night to get us, you know.
Greenfield.
Yeah. Keep people who use me range, all right.
Could do Luke's walkout and that. All of us.
Yeah. That's the fucking squeeze your hand into a medium, like.
Record, man. Paddy.
And then for your corners. How is fella? Nice to see you, man. Okay.
What are you doing there?
Cornering the boys up.
Yeah, nice.
You know that. We haven't seen much of Qatar, so.
Shout out True Silence. Thank you. I said Paddy or Chandler. My bad. It's because I watched Chandler fight Paddy and Gaethje today studying the film. That's why I keep saying fucking Chandler. Yes. The debate will be who will win, Paddy or Gaethje. I'll start the poll now. Paddy the body. Shout out Eric Gould. Welcome to the chat, homie. Welcome back. What hat is that? It's like a fucking, some type of like Caucasus Mountain hat, I would assume. Swaggy. Kind of swaggy. Spinning elbow is going to become illegal soon. Calling it True Silence? I hope not, bro. I hope not. Sharif says, oblique kicks don't hurt right away, but after you leave the cage, you need surgery. Ian did that to Shavkat. That's why Shavkat been out so long. Okay, Sharif. That's a fair point, but Shavkat did say he was injured before the fight even happened. But I do get what you're saying. If it turns out Bilal needs surgery and shit, we could reevaluate this discussion. Miata Boy, yeah, DC eye poked him, then elbowed him in the face. That's how he became double champ. I think I remember that. In fact, I know I remember that. Shout out DC. Don't forget the towel gate with DC too. People forget, man. DC's towel gate. DC, low-key a cheater. Low-key, though. Louis says, Wonder Boy said he doesn't use oblique kicks. Probably for the reasons Sharif just explained. Ask Jared Gordon if he thinks Paddy Pimblett will win from Gina. I think we all know the answer there. Gordon's still probably telling people like, damn, I beat Paddy. I beat Paddy that one time. Especially if Paddy becomes the champ or the interim champ. Damn. Gordon going to be flexing that. Paddy and Armand making 155 is absolutely incomprehensible. They are big welterweights. I agree. Sharif, I agree. Paddy massive, and so is Armand. That's what I was saying. Armand turning around to fight in January, he's a big dude. I don't even know if he could do that shit. Because everyone was saying he should have got the opportunity instead of Gaethje. Paddy wearing Shavkat hat. Shout out to Shavkat. Why has Evloev been out for so long? Because he fucking is an annoying fighter. That's why, Gina. I don't got an explanation for you. But yeah, he needed to be more active. And he's returning later this next year in 2026 because I think he got Ramadan coming up in March. And so he's not going to fight up until March. And then after Ramadan, he's going to need a few months to train. So don't expect to see fucking Movsar till like UFC White House type shit. Probably like after June at the earliest. Guy's a diva. And might be on PEDs, I'm not sure. But that might be why he's so inactive, Gina. He could be on PEDs. Just saying.
So far, but we're enjoying it, aren't we? We had a nice bit of food last night and then a game of paddle and see what's happening here today. Today we're going to obviously get some training in, probably another game of paddle.
Shout out Tuxedo Mask, let's go Paddy, let's go DDP, let's go Aspinall.
We're going to watch some under-17s World Cup.
Shout out Tuxedo Mask.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right, True Silence. That's not a Shavkat hat. It's some type of hat, though. I think I seen, what's his name wear it? Mitabek Orobai? Maybe he worn that shit before. I swear Mitabek Orobai wears that hat. Not sure where he's from, though. Or if he's Muslim. I'm just pausing the video till the fucking intro's over with. 1:47 intros. Oh, the intro's, this ain't an intro anymore, never mind.
It's only little things, then I got some nice pads in with help. Lad, these are comfy these, you know. I'll be flexing these, lad, by ours. Yeah, it's lovely here, lad. First time here, it's lovely. Shit on Liverpool's like that. Could do a nice run down here though, Luke, as well. Could just put a pair of shorts on, running shoes. Just go for a nice run down the beach, lad, back up and down. We'll have to go to the pool one day, won't we, lad? I'm gonna have to fucking sit by the pool. Yes, fellas. Yes, lad. Nice stuff. Shavkat. Shavkat, yes, boys. Have a good time. At the under-17s World Cup, lad, FIFA World Cup, and England are playing against Austria, so we've come to have a little watch. Next generation stars. This facility's scary how good it is. Imagine if the UK had funding like this into sports, we'd be the best in the world at everything. The special seats here, lad. Got the royal seats, lad. Seats fit for the king. Heavy. Goal down. Goal to Austria, it was a good goal as well. How did he squeeze that in, lad? Not a red card, that's all. I wouldn't say that's a red. Me, he just went for the ball, lad. It's not a red card, that.
I don't think we need to watch this whole video. Let's just watch the run-in with Paddy and Ilya. Actually, let's get to know Shamrock and Luke Riley real quick. And then the clip of Paddy running into Ilya is right after that.
Just fickled down. Sounds brilliant, man, so far. We haven't seen much of it, like, but so far, brilliant. We got time for the boys. Nice bit of weight. I wish I had this much weight to lose. Got an easy weight cut to get these two. They jumped in the bath now straight away. Shemmy here in his moody rig out. Can't believe you got that on, you know, Shem.
I'm a sexy bastard, mate. Nothing's not as sexy a lightweight in the UFC than me.
Good looking on.
It's been a good week, lad. Honestly, it's been a very good week, and it's going to be an even better week when I win on Saturday.
Hello. Ah, yeah. You got your baby?
Got your papa?
Baba? What are you doing? You're dancing?
What?
Ah, yeah. Yay! Dum, dum, dum. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Just like her dad.
It's good having Paddy, lad. He's obviously done it a million times before, so before we even have to do any media, he already knows, like, oh, you'll probably be doing this now, you'll probably be doing that, so we knew what to expect before coming here. He brings all fucking major extra eyes as well, doesn't he, lad? So it's good for me and Luke's actual publicity and going forward with our career prospects, so having Paddy here, that's fucking the best thing for us.
Just finishing up the weight cut now for the night, and then he'll do the rest in the morning. In the bath, get your temperature up in the sauna blanket, get out, chill for a bit, rinse and repeat, and both the weights coming off them, they're both sweating nicely. It's not going to be a problem making weight in the morning, I don't think. They'll be flying. They'll wake up a little bit lighter anyway, float a little bit of weight in their sleep, and then tomorrow morning we'll get up, we'll smash the rest of it out. Best team of cutting weight, lad. It's very rare you see someone from our gym missing weight, lad. It doesn't happen.
Right, let's just come around this way, mate. Paddy. I'm all good. Yeah, I know, I just want to make sure.
What's up, bro? How are you doing? All good?
Come on, boys. You guys don't care about this fight is crazy. Fucking crazy. I gotta slap the table. That's how crazy it is. Just that little interaction alone, bro, got me fucking smiling from ear to ear on the inside. Come on now. Come on now. We gotta see these guys locked in the fucking cage. We gotta. We haven't had a real beef like this in a fucking minute. I'm not sold on Luke. He looked really shit in that first round. Shit me out, boy. I'm sold on Luke. I'm not sold on Shamrock. You know, that was a tough loss. But I'm sold on Luke, bro. He got something in him. Luke. He got that dog in him. That's what Luke got, that dog in him. Alright, let's continue.
Don't worry, I'm not going to make your job any harder.
Mate,
hey,
my shot's hard enough.
I'm okay, I'm not. Yeah, Luke and Shem weighed in sound. Championship weight for Luke, which is brilliant on his first fight. Funny thing is, lad, he always only ever tries to do anything when I'm on my own, and he's about 20 man deep. And he never even tried to do nothing, did he? Just like walk towards me.
Are you good? Good to see you. How are you good? You excited? Yeah, man, Daddy. Best of luck this weekend. Yeah,
made weight, 9 o'clock, straight down, straight on the scale. Nice easy cuts.
You feel like shit at the time and then you have a little sip in your back, man.
The arm part's done now.
Shem needs to move up a division and fucking add some muscle. He look a little skinny. I'm just being real. Shout out to Shem, I like the guy. That's why I'm giving him a suggestion right now.
Cuts.
You feel like shit at the
little skinny there.
Time and then you have a little sip in your back, man.
The arm part's done now. It's all about rehydrating and getting all the food back in your body, and then it's all to tomorrow. Game of paddle. Me and Big Manel playing Nick Pete and Adam Castro.
The heat is definitely against me. I had a couple of beers and a steak last night. Probably wasn't the best thing, but I've had 2 bananas this morning. I reckon within 10 minutes of this heat, all that lager I had last night is just going to come oozing out of me.
Why the fuck did they put that in the fucking video? Alright, I think it's pretty much all good, but I will say Paddy's swag is so funny. He always wears fucking Under Armour shorts or shirts and like regular fucking like basketball shorts. I've never seen the guy in fucking jeans and a t-shirt. I probably have a few times, but this is his main swag. The Under Armour shirts and some basketball shorts. You gotta love it. You gotta fucking love it. The workout tees kill me. America First, just that clip lets you know it's on. Facts, though. Facts. Come on, we want to see that shit, bro. Well, it might be more fun than Joshua versus Paul. Oh, definitely, Gina. Come on now. Paddy versus Ilya? Biggest fight the UFC could make this year. M. Gal says, Luke Riley, go. Shout out Luke Riley. Shout out Luke Riley. Congrats on the win, homie. That was a good win. Not gonna lie. True Silence says he just be chatting. He doesn't know. Let's see what True Silence be chatting about. Miata Boy says, I thought Paddy was really big, honestly, but he's normal size. He's only 5'10", 1 inch taller than Chandler. No, yeah, he's not like oversized fully for the division, Miata Boy. But he is pretty muscular. And in that Chandler fight, I thought he looked pretty muscular. Definitely. And, you know, with some of the welterweights, Paddy might find himself undersized at welterweight. I don't know how to explain it though. Like Paddy, he kind of big for lightweight, but it's okay, I guess you could say. Like he's not like on the weight bully status. He's not like a 6'1" lightweight. You know what I mean? Like Jalen Turner or some shit like that. Like, but he is pretty big. He is pretty big, like physically, muscular wise. Oh yeah, True Silence goes, it has Orthodox crosses from the Caucasus region, looks like an Armenian, Georgian, Russian cap. I see, True Silence. I don't know. I'm going to take your word for it, though. I'm surprised Paddy hasn't given his 2 cents regarding Gane, eye poke. He's pretty opinionated. Could it be because they're both British? Well, maybe if they're both British and he hasn't spoke out about it in defense of Tom, maybe he disagrees with Tom? America first? Because if he agreed with Tom, why wouldn't he come out and be vocal and be like, yo, fuck Ciryl Gane? It's a Christian hat Armand wears it, and I think Merab and Ilya does too. I never seen Merab and Ilya wear those hats, but I think it comes from their region. Sharif, Mitebek Orobai gets his power from 10,000 BC. He has the strength of a woolly mammoth. Shout out Mitebek. Gina, time for sleep. Bye for now. Good night, Gina. Thanks for dropping in the stream. Always love to see you. Under Armour is swag in 2025. Is it True Silence? Paddy making it trendy? Miata boy, it's sad that we think Ilya just walking to Paddy, talking a little trash. It's sad Connor was going to jail and throwing shit through bust windows. Shit, Miata boy might be fucking Paddy's #1 hater. I'm telling you, boys. Miata boy might just be Paddy's #1 hater. It's okay, I get it. I get it. But no, it's not just the video of them walking towards each other alone. It's knowing the beef that goes behind that whole video clip in the first place. It's knowing that one guy is going to have his fucking dreams shattered and his confidence fucking shattered with a loss to the other guy. That's why we want to see it, Miata boy. It's not minimized down to like, oh, 2 men walking towards each other. That's what's entertaining me. No, it's the whole build-up behind it. And every time they see each other, they got to stand on business for what's been said about each other. So, no need to minimize it, homie. It's a big fight. It's a big fight. And Connor throwing a, what's it called? Dolly through a bus. That's not like the standard, you know what I mean? It's a sliding scale. We can't compare it to that. He's sponsored by Under Armour. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Louis, yeah, it's more like he's dense, not tall, and it shows up because he grapples. Yeah, he's not super tall. You know, he's got a lot of muscle on him when he cuts down. America first. Gina, good night. Sleep tight. Sweet dreams to our girl Gina, everybody. Sweet dreams to our girl Gina. Okay. So I see the poll. I see the poll already. So the debate can start now, boys. Who wins it? Paddy or Gaethje? They both fought Chandler, okay? Gaethje finished Chandler in the 3rd fucking round. All right? On the ground. Now, I know Miata Boy in here was last night. Miata Boy was in here last night saying Chandler beat up Paddy on the ground all of round 1. That's cap, homie. That's fucking cap. That's fucking cap, homie. I went back, I rewatched it. That's not what happened. Yes, Chandler got a takedown. Yes, Paddy was down for a couple of minutes, but he got up. He was not held down the entire round. And in the second and third round, guess who was out grappling who? Paddy was out grappling Chandler in the second and third round. Okay? So we're not going to go with that narrative, Miata boy, that Michael Chandler out grappled Paddy, because that's how Paddy even finished Chandler. Got on top of him and beat his fucking ass. Actually, he rocked Chandler in the third, took him down, beat him up on the ground, and got the ground and pound TKO stoppage. Justin Gaethje could only dream of doing something like that because Justin Gaethje refuses to grapple or wrestle. All he got is a good sprawl, good boxing, good leg kicks. Yes, but even with that being said, guess what? This man rocked several times by Chandler in the fight. Several times by Chandler in the fight. This man didn't get rocked once by Chandler in the fight. And he got the shitty striking. His hands are always up. Or sorry, not his hands. His chin is always up, right? Paddy's chin is always up. Yet he didn't get rocked by Chandler. This guy did. And then guess what? When this guy rocked Chandler and dropped Chandler, he couldn't even finish him on the ground. This guy right here, Mr. Gaethje, who everyone loves. But no one studies film, huh? This guy, Mr. Gaethje, drops Chandler. Paddy didn't even drop Chandler. Paddy rocked Chandler. Took him down, finished him, right? This dude dropped Chandler. Straight up dropped his fucking ass. Followed him to the ground, couldn't even do anything with it. They got back up a minute later and went to the end of the third round. Won by unanimous decision in a close fight, in a pretty close fight. Back and forth fight at the very least. So you guys, with all that being said, you know who I'm rocking with. I'm rocking with Mr. Paddy Pimblett. Mr. Paddy Pimblett. I compared their same fight against the same opponent. I'm rocking with Mr. Paddy Pimblett. Everybody says Paddy looks like an amateur, but Paddy finished fucking Chandler and Gaethje couldn't. And Gaethje couldn't. Isn't that crazy? This dude who sucks dick finished Chandler and Gaethje couldn't. Now keep in mind too, this dude been had like what, 2 or 3 fights since the Chandler fight? Shit, that ain't gonna work in his favor now. His chin got fucking cracked in the Chandler fight, and it might get cracked by Paddy too. What else I got for you boys? That's it for now. Maybe let's hear some arguments. Anyone picking other people? America First says Under Armour logo equals as above, so below. Low key, if you know, you know. Shit, I don't know, America First. I'll have to look it up. True Silence. Paddy Chandler was a TKO. What the fuck? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. True Silence. Crazy, right? Crazy. I think that the Paddy hate is clouding people's minds. He's better than what people make him out to be. I just explained it to you. If you guys co-sign Gaethje, then how are you not going to co-sign this guy? Gaethje doesn't even use all of MMA. He strikes and kicks. Doesn't even grapple. Doesn't even take opponents down. Doesn't submit them. This guy right here. America First. No debate equals Paddy is younger, has taken less damage, no serious injuries, is hungry to prove he belongs amongst the elite, in my opinion. Shout out Prime. Prime is here. Welcome back, Prime. Great to see you, homie. True Silence. Justin on 1%. Justin is on 1%, bro. Justin on 1%. Prime says Justin is far from his prime. Truck hitting let me read that again. Prime says Justin is far from his prime truck hitting age. Meanwhile, Paddy is younger and more energetic. You know, I was thinking though, before I watched film, I was thinking, you know what? Gaethje more skilled than Paddy, because that's what everybody fucking says. Gaethje more skilled than Paddy. He got the cleaner hands and all this stuff. But Paddy younger, and he gonna probably win off being younger and hungrier and having a better chin, right? And maybe stamina too. But when I rewatched the fight, I'm like, damn, Paddy beat Chandler better than Gaethje. Paddy uses MMA better than Gaethje. Paddy outstruck Chandler and never got rocked. And fucking Gaethje was back and forth with Chandler, getting cracked left and right throughout the whole fight and got rocked. The math ain't mathin', boys. The takes ain't taken. The narratives ain't narrativing. You feel me? Paddy's the real deal, boys. A lot of people want to hate on him. Even DC was saying, DC was like, hey, listen, Paddy's the real deal. Rewatch the Chandler fight. DC was like, Paddy's the real deal. We can't discredit Paddy anymore. He's the real fucking deal. The last thing I'm going to say, Gaethje leans to the right constantly, ducks to the right, ducks to the right, ducks to the right. Let's see what's going to happen if Paddy can pick up on that with a head kick. On top of that, Gaethje always leans to the right, but on top of that, Gaethje leans forward over his front foot too. That's why he was getting pieced up by Michael Chandler, because Gaethje was leaning over his front foot constantly. Constantly leaning over his front foot. Paddy didn't lean over his front foot once in the Chandler fight. Not once. Shout out to the boys in the chat. Let me read some. Paddy versus Max for the BMF belt. It makes a better BMF fight than Arman versus Max. Shout out to all of Arman's supporters. Justin is like Stipe Miocic in UFC 309 fighting John Jones. I don't want to disrespect Gaethje that bad, but we'll see. Time will tell, Prime. Time will tell. Miata boy, if he throws down the middle, he's open up in the middle. What does that mean? If he throws down the middle, he's opened up in the middle. If who throws down the middle? If who throws down the middle? Justin is a NCAA Division I wrestler. Fun fact, but yeah, he doesn't grapple or anything. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. And like I said, he put Michael Chandler on his fucking ass, and he couldn't get the finish. Paddy rocked Chandler. He didn't even put him on his ass. He rocked Chandler, picked him up, and put him on his fucking ass. Then he finished him with ground and pound. Brutal ground and pound at that. Chandler was fucking out of there. So, listen. Paddy uses the full fucking MMA game. I don't even want to hear that Paddy puts his chin up anymore, because guess what? Gaethje doesn't grapple. Gaethje can't even get a takedown in a fight. And if he can, show me. If he can, show me. He might have one in his whole entire UFC career. He might have one. You know what? Should we pull up, like, do they got stats on these guys? It's crazy, though, because every stat I'm going to pull up about Paddy, they're going to be like, yeah, it's on 0-13 opponents, though. No, they don't got shit, really. My bad. Keep it on this. America First. BMF is dyslexic. Oh, BMF, I'm dyslexic. I got you. I still got you. Without the correction. Eric Gould. Justin has really good takedown defense, though. Paddy ain't Khabib. No, he's not Khabib. That's a good point, Eric. That's a great point. Paddy is not Khabib by any means. But Paddy has the ability to grapple. And, like I said, guess who rocked Mr. Gaethje multiple times in the fight? Multiple times in the fight. Who rocked him? Michael Chandler. Okay? Michael Chandler rocked this man. Michael Chandler, who you guys all say sucks, rocked this man multiple times. Was firing off on his chin. Okay? If Michael Chandler can rock Justin Gaethje, I just told you guys, Paddy rocked Chandler in the fight. Why can't Paddy rock Gaethje? Gaethje constantly dipping to the right, constantly leaning over his front foot. I think Paddy could rock Gaethje and then find the takedown. Like we said about Gaethje's chin, that shit's compromised. If he rocks Gaethje, he can get the fucking takedown. I promise you guys. Or it'll be a grappling exchange, a scramble, and Paddy will end up on top. Maybe Paddy will rock Gaethje. He'll shoot him for a takedown. Gaethje will execute the good sprawl. But guess what? Now they're in a scramble. And Paddy will probably win that scramble 9 out of 10 times. On top of that, Paddy don't even got to take down Gaethje. Because guess what Paddy got? The flying triangle. And guess what Paddy tried against Chandler? The flying triangle. So best believe he's not going to be scared to fucking try it against Gaethje. Larry CTM, remember Fiziev had Gaethje in like an inverted triangle for like half a round. Larry, I don't remember that, but I'll take your word for it. If that's the case, come on now. If Fiziev, the Muay Thai fighter, had Gaethje in an inverted triangle, what the fuck you guys think Paddy's gonna do to him? What the fuck you guys think Paddy's gonna do to him? 5 rounds. 5 rounds. Justin Gaethje, notorious for getting tired. Notorious. Prime, pretty sure Paddy was trying to check and fatiguing Chandler and also got clipped one time. Justin in his fight wanted to throw hands with Chandler. Justin always wants to throw hands. He never wants to fucking grapple. We all know that, Prime. We all know that. It wasn't a choice. That's how he's forced to fight. He can't grapple. And he won't grapple. Prime, Fiziev is also a good fighter, but fighting him twice is not going to earn a title shot. No. And that's why I think Arman should be mad at Gaethje. But shit, I get why he's mad at Paddy. I completely get why he's mad at Paddy. Prime, Justin Gaethje has a high guard always, so Paddy could use that to his advantage. I think he will. And even with that high guard Gaethje had, bro, Chandler was piecing him up. Go watch the fight, boys. Go watch the fight. And then compare that to the Paddy versus Chandler fight. Chandler couldn't even touch Paddy. Could barely even touch Paddy. True silence. Paddy might find the knee like he did with Michael Chandler. Yeah, where he split him open. True silence. Exactly. Exactly. Paddy's a better striker than people give him credit for. He really is. Miata boy, if Justin sends shots down the middle and gets him to drop his hands, I see a head kick KO. Paddy's hands are already low. Okay, Miata boy. Okay. But what I saw in the Michael Chandler fight, Paddy does a good job of keeping his range, keeping his distance. Justin Gaethje is the one who constantly leans over that front fucking foot. Justin Gaethje, the one who does that. Paddy, he does lean back. Paddy does lean back. That's my one critique on Paddy. He leans back a lot. But Paddy not over his front foot, so I don't think he's going to catch him down the middle, personally. But if Gaethje throws a combo, fires off a combo now, misses on the first one, he might land on the second one. So if he fires a 2 down the middle on Paddy, I could see him missing that. But if he follows up with a left hook and then another overhand right, okay, the 2-3 might land. Or sorry, the 3-4 might land. So Gaethje got to throw, 3-4 punch combos if he wants to win this fight against Paddy. Because I think single shot selection for Justin Gaethje ain't going to work. Single shot selection for Justin Gaethje ain't going to work. He's going to have to catch him on the second, third, and fourth punches in the combo. So like I said, I want to be specific just in case I turn out to be right. If Justin Gaethje fires off a big overhand right, he'll probably miss with that. But the left hook followed by another overhand right will probably connect. So that's my advice to Gaethje. Because Paddy leans backwards, right? Paddy got to angle out of there to not get hit by the follow-up shots. America First. Gaethje is at the point in his career that he's demanding opponents/fights a diva sign. Yes. No lie was told, America. No lie was told. No lie was told. Gaethje was being a diva. The squeaky wheel got the grease, boys. The squeaky wheel got the grease. I don't know if it's because he was bitching or if it's because the UFC doesn't want Paddy to get beat by Arman. I don't know. I don't know. One of the two, though. One of the two. 59% say Paddy wins still. Shout out to all you boys. True Silence says, I only support Arman because he's from the same kind of Orthodox church I'm from, and he's like the UFC Andrew Tate. All right, True Silence. Shout out. Shout out. Arman, he's growing on me. He needs to keep it going, but whatever he's doing, just keep doing that. I'll be a fan soon. I'll be a fan soon, as long as he doesn't pull out of any fucking main events. Miata Boy, same thing Justin did to Dustin. I got you, Miata Boy. I do think Paddy just fights a little bit taller and longer than Dustin and Chandler, though. So we'll see. We'll see if Justin can catch him. But I think there's going to be a range Justin got to find. I do think so. What's the reaches? What's the reaches on these boys? $73, 5'10". My bad. Why did I click on Chandler? 70, 5'11". Is Gaethje taller than fucking Paddy? I don't know. But he got a 3-inch shorter reach advantage. And then let's look at Poirier. Poirier got that 72-inch reach. Okay, so Paddy got 1 inch above him. But again, Dustin 5'9". Same with Chandler. Same with Chandler. Chandler shorter. Height matters, boys. Height matters. 5'8". Okay? Paddy 5'10". Height matters, boys. Remember I said that. Height matters. Height fucking matters, boys. So we'll see. How will Gaethje deal with Paddy's height and reach? Prime, Dana is blind when making cards with Arman fighting for the title. Insane how Paddy is on a winning streak in the UFC besides of the Jared Gordon fight. Prime is a Paddy detractor too. Damn, Prime. That's okay, though. You're entitled to your opinion. Michael Chandler does suck. Shout out Chandler. Tuxedo Mask. UFC no Paddy not about to lose Paramount Premiere. Thank you for the $2 dono, homie. I appreciate it. And yes, Paddy ain't fucking losing. He ain't fucking losing. Paddy has all the tools and he uses them. Gaethje has fallen in love with his punching power. Yes. Yes. And, like I said, Gaethje's chin is dwindled, boys. He don't got that chin that he used to have. If he's forced to grapple, his cardio might get zapped over the course of 5 rounds. Let's see it. Let's see it. Mr. Renatho, you are defending a drama queen. What does drama queen have to do with anything, bro? I'm talking about fight skills. Oh, I think you're talking about Aspinall. Renatho must be like backed up in the stream. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna keep defending Aspinall. Because guess what? He was cheated. And Ciryl Gane was the person who did it, so fuck Ciryl Gane. America First. Paddy is a student of the game. He said it. He studied Chandler before he fought him. That's why he made it look easy. He will do the same with Gaethje. He's hungry to save. Oh, he's hungry to have Ilya and won't lose focus. Shout out America First. Shout out America First. Sounds like you guys are rocking with Paddy. If you think about Michael Cheater has the same... Hang on. If you think about it, Michael Cheater has the same plan, strike, and wrestle slam, then do nothing. then let them up and rock and drop them. That is Chandler's plan, isn't it? Just has big moments. In fact, when I was watching the Chandler and Gaethje fights, Chandler loses the fight when he fucking tries to grapple, bro. Chandler always be trying to grapple and it loses him the fucking fight. Prime Tuxedo with the $2 dono. Shout out Tuxedo. Gotta love a dono from Tuxedo. He be keeping the lights on. Shout out Tuxedo. America first. Paddy has a 3-inch reach advantage over Gaethje. He will take advantage of that. Watch and see. Sorry, Tommy. And I'm curious to see their height because they're saying Gaethje is an inch taller than Paddy. Somehow I doubt that. Somehow I doubt that. Miata Boy. Justin will pick Paddy with body shots. If he's smart, get him to drop the hands, body kicks, and fighting off the back foot. He blitzes forward, chin up in the air. Miata Boy, you make a good argument with the body shots now. Body shots could be a factor for Gaethje. Body shots could be a success for Gaethje for sure. We'll see though. I think Gaethje might have a hard time hitting Paddy. That's what I keep saying. I think Gaethje gonna have a harder time hitting Paddy than a lot of you guys think. And yes, Paddy does fight off the back foot. He also does, you know, push forward a fair amount as well. We'll see. Fighting off the back foot isn't the end of the world. We just saw Ian Gary do it to Bilal Muhammad. And he won that fight. Prime. Fun fact, nearly all of Jacob Castro's fans think Michael Chandler sucks and is a dirty, cheating American little boy who still wants his Conor McGregor card. Or Conor McDiddler card. He's still talking about it, Prime. Did you see that? Michael Chandler's still talking about it. After his win last night at Real American Freestyle, he's like, I still want that McGregor fight. I still think it's going to happen. It's like, oh my God, bro. Give it up already. He never coming back. Larry, in the first round of their second fight, Fiziev took Gaethje down and had him on reverse triangle position. Gaethje has 68% takedown defense. Just imagine what Paddy does. Larry, I look forward to seeing it. Like I said, I think Paddy could rock Gaethje, and that's going to make the takedown 10 times easier too. 5 rounds. We got a 5-rounder. 5-rounder. 30-year-old Paddy versus 37-year-old Gaethje. He not 38 now, but he's going to be by the time the fight takes place. Oh, no, he's just turned 37. Gaethje just turned 37, November 14th, a couple weeks ago. So he's a fresh, young 37. Okay. Like I said, not as bad as 38 by any means. Like, really, not even close to as bad. 38, I feel like there's a huge drop-off. 37... okay, he's still got it. But again, Paddy 30. So, Paddy got that young testosterone in him. No diddy. Prime cheater, Michael Chandler style. Gay cheated Big Tom Aspinall nail out of a championship KO round 1 win in a eyeball. Prime be just saying shit now. America first. After that max KO, Gaethje's chin never been the same. Yeah, don't forget, I haven't even mentioned that, but yeah, the max KO, the chin got fucked for sure. But that's what they're going to say about Paddy when he beats him. You know? Oh, he didn't beat anybody. Gaethje's chin was gone. That's why I'm giving you guys the opportunity now to say it, you know, beforehand. Because I don't want no excuses after Paddy beats Gaethje. I don't want to hear none of them. And I won't be making excuses. If Gaethje beats Paddy, you won't hear an excuse from me. You won't hear an excuse from me. Bro, Bilal, remember I'm shit. Muhammad never deserved to think he was a dominant champion. And also, I'm not surprised Ian cut Gary beat him. Shout out to Prime. We missed your presence in the chat, homie. We missed it. Larry, Gaethje coping, saying the BMF fight against Max was an exhibition and shouldn't count for the rankings is insane. I mean, shit. It was at 155. He knocked out Gaethje. I don't see why Max wouldn't get a ranking from that. I don't at all. Coming up from 45, even more impressive. Shout out to Larry. America First. Paddy's cardio will surprise Gaethje. If the fight goes into deep waters, Paddy will drown him. We look forward to the fight, boys. We look forward to the fucking fight. That's for damn sure. And just a friendly reminder, boys. Like the stream. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And join the Discord for updates on when I'm going live every day. Okay? We can also discuss news topics beforehand, before we even get in the stream. We can debate and go back and forth in the Discord. So, just a friendly reminder, boys. Help me out. Prime says, guys, did we forget Justin dropped Max and the referee reset them because he wanted Max to sleep Gaethje? Why are we forgetting that? Let me read that again. Guys, did we forget Justin dropped Max and the referee reset them because he wanted Max to sleep Gaethje? Why are we forgetting that? You know, Justin did drop Max. You're right. Justin did drop Max. You're right, Prime. You're right. And that's impressive. I won't take away from him. But I'm missing the part where you said the referee reset them. Like, what do you mean? Can you explain that part just to refresh me on that? Like what, Max dropped and the referee like stopped the action and let Max stand up? I don't remember that. Tell me what you're talking about. Miata Boy, Paddy versus Justin is going to be a good fight. This will come down to the game plan they have going into the fight. And Onyx is a good gym and Paddy's gym is good too. Miata Boy, you're right. You know, Trevor Whitman. Shout out to Trevor Whitman. Shout out to Trevor Whitman. One of the best boxing coaches in the game. One of the best game planners. Okay? So yes, it will also be, Miata Boy, 100% correct. It'll also be a battle of the coaches. A battle of the corners. You know what I mean? And yes, I will rank Trevor Whitman above Paddy's team, Paddy's coaches, but I think it's a level playing field with the coaches. Sometimes you'll see it where one coach is way better than the other, and that's alarming, right? I think Trevor Whitman a little bit better, yes, but I'd like to think Paddy's coaches are pretty good too. We'll see though. We will see. We will fucking see. We will hear the commentary in the corner, and we'll pick it all apart. I can't wait, boys. Universal says, or not Universal, Prime says, check the fight. I am pretty sure the referee set them, or I am currently on something. Prime, are you on something, homie? What you on, homie? You on a little bit of fucking champagne tonight, or what? Still celebrating Thanksgiving, homie? America First. I wouldn't be surprised if Paddy wins in the first. I'm calling it now, Brandon. We still got that Five Guys bet. Let's go, America First. What's the Five Guys bet again? Refresh me so I don't forget. Refresh me on that bet. Refresh me on that bet. I can scroll X, see if there's any breaking news. I know we got a Five Guys bet America First, but I just forget what it was. Oh God, Rampage. Let's just scroll through the timeline real quick though. Oh shit. Not Sneeko. Not Sneeko going off on fucking Dana. We gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. Damn, the truth always comes out. Josh Hockett been talking a lot of shit about fighters turning him down, right? Looks like Waldo Cortez Acosta said he turned him down. Something along those lines. I got it bookmarked. We'll look at it. I'm gonna bookmark this for myself later. New training footage of O'Malley, 8 seconds. Come on, bro. Give us more than 8 fucking seconds, homie. Hey, I got a sneaky suspicion Song Yadong's gonna beat fucking O'Malley, by the way. I got a sneaky suspicion Song Yadong gonna beat O'Malley, bro. Because everybody counting out Song Yadong already, and historically, bro, when you count someone out that heavy, look out. Prime says, Jacob Castro, remind us when you sleeping MMA Guru and getting in all over his ass. You mean getting off all up in that ass? Shit. I don't think I ever said I'll knock out Guru. Oh, I did, huh? I did. I don't know if I said I'll knock him out, but in the live stream, I did say something like that, like me and Guru are going to get our fight going. No, yeah. You know, if Guru ever wants to run it, I ain't running from it. I would gladly accept that shit. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? And yes, I would get off all up in that fucking ass. I would get off all up in that ass. He got a choice. Go out on your face or your back, homie. Which one? We finna find out. Shout out to the Guru. But yeah, really, you know, I would just love to get a little MMA media boxing match going. That's what I would like. MMA media boxing match going. With anybody in MMA media. Oh yeah, Ilya was trolling today. Paddy. Scott says, I'm pulling for Justin over Paddy. Okay, Scott. You and Miata boy, maybe a couple others, are also rooting for Justin. But I got Paddy. Prime says, I still have some hope for Justin, and that's understandable. Yeah, so I think Scott, Prime, and Miata boy, you know, they do got some love for Justin still. Prime says, guys, do we remember how Leon, I need my corner coach's voice to tell me how to throw a kick because I'm a mentally destroyed child who landed a lucky kick on Nigerian Nightmare. Edwards lost to Bilal. Keep them coming, Prime. These are too fucking funny. Keep them coming. America First. I forgot. All I remember is you saying, if you lose, you'll send me a $20 Five Guys gift card. That's right. I forgot what the fucking bet is. And it seems like we're both rooting for Paddy. So I don't know what the bet could be. America First. I don't know what the bet could be if we're both rooting for Paddy. We'll settle on it eventually. We got plenty of time until the fight. We'll settle on it. Prime. Alia really thinks this shit is funny. Do you guys think this is Paddy or no? It sure does look like Paddy, doesn't it? It sure does look like Paddy. The UK shirt too, hilarious. Ilya captioned it, Paddy, win your next fight, hands up, chin down, and arm on PETA, this dance is for you. Apparently PETA means like gay. PETA means gay, I guess. For the record. Damn, Roy Jones training with Andrew Tate. They're just in the gym together. God, for God. I've seen a lot of tweets like this. Who's advising Tom? Jesus Christ, call me Tom. Seen a lot of tweets like this. A lot of people saying Tom should have just said, fuck all my haters. You can all suck my D. I'll see you when I see you. Ciryl Gane, I'm knocking your fucking ass out for what you did to me. Boom. End it. Boom, end it. Come back out once the fight gets announced and start promoting. But that's what Tom should have done. Should have said what I just said, gone into silence, and only returned to social media once the fight got booked. But this right here, a lot of people are rubbed the wrong way. We already know. We already been through it. Wait till Ilya calls out Conor. Just wait. Oh my gosh. He is, isn't he, Prime? Ilya gonna call out Conor after he beats Paddy, probably. After Merab humiliated and made Suga tap out, Dana's focus has come off him. People have moved on from Suga. They have, America First. I noticed it. I noticed it. But, you know, Suga also switched up big time after he lost. Stopped doing all of his podcasts and all that stuff. You know, I was a loyal fucking watcher. Every Monday, I watched the O'Malley podcast. The Suga Show. So, yeah. O'Malley, he fallen off a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. But shout out Suga. I do think, you know, Song Yadong has a good chance at beating him, though. Prime says, Ilya, remember I'm copying Conor McDiddler's attitude and I'm going to divorce my wife to get Conor's feet pics before Sean O'Marab's Suga and think I'm a funny little Spanish cuh. Topuria really likes Paddy. Alright, Prime. Alright, Prime. That one was confusing, I'm not going to lie. Sean O'Marab Suga? Like, the hell does that mean? Sean O'Marab Suga. Big Tom with his peak lines, fuck that cheater, gone. That's all he had to say. Fuck that cheater, gone. I'm knocking your fucking ass out. Can't wait till I see you. And everyone hating on me, everyone calling me out, fuck you too. Fuck you too. Ultimate heel turn. Paddy in his childhood after watching Coming to America movie. I hope that was Paddy. That would be too fucking good if it was Paddy. Okay, couple videos we'll watch. Alright? There's not much though, other than like Manny Pacquiao. His son made a boxing debut as a pro. Fight ended in a draw, but I don't think you guys care to watch it really. Aljamain Sterling called out Lerone Murphy though, and I really like it. First sparring day back. I'm trying to get active, my boy. Lerone Murphy, what's shaking, mate? We can't let these guys have all the fun now. Okay? Lerone Murphy, you be tweeting saying you want to fight. We got one for you. Say fucking yes, homie. All you got to say is yes. Lerone Murphy. I know Aspinall might be, you know, questionable with some of this stuff. Oh, yeah. Look at Askren. This is so whiny, bad look. So I just bookmarked some of this stuff because I figure, you know, people want to see fighter reactions. People are finding this video whiny. I get it. I get it. But at the end of the day, Ciryl Gane's the one who cheated and committed the foul. And if he didn't do that, we'd never have this video in the first place. We wouldn't even be in this mess in the first place. Okay, Rampage Jackson, let's hear it. I have to keep it real. If you know me, I love all people. I'm one of God's soldiers. That being said, I'm not perfect. And I say a lot on my live streams, and some shit gets clipped and edited to make me look bad so clippers can get views. Rampage always coping with this. Shut the fuck up, dude. You do this. You do this yourself. So don't fucking cry about it when it comes back at you. Okay? Clipping to get views works both ways, bro. It works both ways. Good and bad. Good and bad. People also clip and edit things to make you look good, bro. Okay? They also do that too. And that also gets views. So, I don't know. I don't like this right off the bat. He's always coping with this. So clippers can get views. No, bro. That's just the game. Good and bad comes with it. Stop pointing it out. Luckily, this clip was edited to convey my point. I have no problem with white people, but I said what I said. Even if I get clickbaited sometimes, this probably won't be the last time. Something I say gets taken out of context. Much love to all except the evil people. Oh yeah, Rampage did say something about white people. He said like white people... I got the clip for you. We could play it. 1 second. I think I might have bookmarked it. Give me a second. Oh, here it is. Right, more saved. No, but let me pull up Rampage's thing. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let's watch this first. We'll watch the video first.
I gotta give a motherfucking speech. Some shit I said on my stream the other day, it got clipped and edited, and I was talking about the evil. I gotta give a motherfucking speech. Some shit I said on my stream the other day, it got clipped and edited, and I was talking about the evil, racist white people. And apparently, a lot of the evil ass racist white people are mad that I'm telling the truth. I think anybody that's racist, no matter what race they are, is evil. I said that black people, they should know how I feel about racism. I feel like black people shouldn't be racist because they know how that shit feel, right? But the evil white people are mad at me because I told the truth. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I understand that shit get taken out of text and you got some fucked up clippers that say some fucked up shit and twist my motherfucking words. I understand that shit. I'm gonna tell y'all evil motherfuckers this. I don't give a fuck how mad y'all get about me telling the motherfucking truth. Stop being motherfucking evil. I gotta give a motherfucking speech.
That was not an apology, Rampage, but okay, that's fine. I didn't need an apology. It was all good. But let's see. Rampage, Jackson, white people. Here it is. Here it is.
You said black people are violent. This country and the South where I'm at was built off a bunch of racism and slavery. Y'all hung my people, whipped my fucking people, and did all that fucked up evil shit to white people are the most evil people on this fucking planet, in this fucking country. Shut the fuck up with that racist shit. Lagoon.
White people are the most evil planet or people on the planet and in this country, damn. So that's the context. You know, it's just Rampage. I don't think anybody should get in their feelings, bro. It's all good. Like he said, he says shit, but he don't hate white people. He's just saying shit. You know, he's responding to trolls in the chat. They said something racist to him about black people, so he clapped back. Unfortunately, white people caught a stray. But again, it's Rampage. Don't take everything he says so seriously. And also, with these live streams and the chats, boys, you know how it is. You know how it is. It's not like he fucking had that shit on his mind. It kind of got like pulled out of him. And again, he's sarcastic and he jokes too. I'm not gonna be so hard on Rampage for that. It's all good. I think we should be a little bit less sensitive, you know what I mean? Let me read a few more chats here before I show you guys the next video. This one, the Incredible Hulk thing. Oh no, the Sneeko thing.
New UFC card. Super.
Hang on. Let me read a few chats, though. Miata Boy says, I think Sean's grappling has improved a lot since his first fight with Merab. He's hard to take down now. He's a different fighter than he was. I mean, Miata Boy, where do you get this from? Because he got finished worse. He got finished worse by Merab in the rematch. Actually got finished worse. Now, you know, I think it's nice that you're saying this. And I would assume his grappling has gotten better after getting out-grappled by Merab twice. I would assume his grappling has got better. But, like, I don't think there's anything that he's done that makes us, like, advocate for him like that. Like, he got to show it in the octagon, and then you can advocate. But, like, you know, in the rematch, he got done worse by fucking Merab, so I would expect his takedown defense to be better, yes. But, like, grappling has improved a lot. He got to show us that. He got to show us that. He looks more locked in. I mean, not only does he look more locked in, but don't forget, bro. He quit jerking. He quit corn. He quit Kush. So, yeah, he was locked in. But, again, he got finished worse by Merab. So, we'll see. We'll see. And, you know, I don't know how much, what's his name's going to try to take him down, Song Yadong. I think they're going to be striking on the feet quite a bit. Oh, you know what I want to look at real quick? Who's the favorite in the Paddy versus Chandler fight, or the Paddy versus Gaethje fight? 1 second. Best fight odds. Actually, we'll just pull it up. Oh, wait. Miata Boy also said, I'm trying to see Murphy versus Evloev. Aljo can fight someone else. Shit, I'm not going to complain if we get Murphy versus Evloev. I'm not going to complain. But again, Evloev has Ramadan coming up, Miata Boy. That's what everybody keeps forgetting, bro. Evloev has Ramadan coming up. Forget about Evloev. Forget about him. Forget about him. Until he tweets that he's ready to fight, forget about him. He got Ramadan coming up in March, and he's not going to fight before that. I can guarantee it. I can fucking guarantee it. I'm not going to guarantee it, but I'll go out on a limb and say that. And let's see if I'm right. Louis O'Malley is not coming back. He might beat Song Ladong because he tailor-made for his style, but the new upcoming 135 strikers are too good for him. All right, Louis, we'll see. Which striker you think beats O'Malley as far as the up-and-coming guys? So we can look out for him, Louis. America First. Tom is a very respectful person. It's obvious it was in his upbringing. He will have his revenge when the time comes. He don't gotta lower himself to someone he's not. That's fine, America First. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not super mad at the video he made either, but a lot of people are. True silence, crying, laughing. It gotta be at what America First said. Prime says, let's be real, Merab has summited himself as the greatest bantamweight of all time. He touched Peter Yan inappropriately in the octagon, took Sean to bed, showed that he has DIH bigger than Corey. You know what? Prime, that's right. There can only be one Highlander, and it's fucking Merab. It's fucking Merab. Merab is the Highlander. America First. Whatever happened to Rampage's son? Everything went dormant. Nothing's going to happen to his son, America First. I promise you. The wrestlers aren't pressing charges. They're not cooperating with police. Forget about that whole thing. Raj's getting off. Raj's being lab tested for rabies. That's crazy, True Silence. That's fucking crazy. Shout out True Silence. Louis says, for one thing, Psycho Stu is not pressing criminal charges and none of the wrestlers are cooperating. I don't think, yeah, that's true, Louis. That's true. A guy went on Ariel's show and kind of like said that recently, like last week or 2 weeks ago. Prime, Rampage, go back to touching reporters, little bro. Your son is in WrestleMania prison. Louis, I think Psycho Stu wants the criminal case to be over so he can sue for money, but Raja isn't rich. Wouldn't that be the biggest plot twist? No criminal charges, but we're gonna fucking prosecute you civilly. Just for the bag. That would be crazy. And fuck Psycho Stu if that's the case. If Psycho Stu denies criminal charges, but then presses like a civil lawsuit, Psycho Stu, you're a scumbag, homie. Prime, Psycho Stu finna make Raja drop the soap so he can get his revenge. Damn. Miata Boy, what you mean forget about him? Evloev called Murphy out for UFC 325. When is UFC 325? UFC 325 is in January. Well then, Miata Boy, if it gets booked for January, you can tell me I'm wrong. If it gets booked for January, you can tell me I'm wrong, Miata Boy. But if it don't get booked for January, which it actually should be, it should definitely get booked for January, because we should stack those number one contenders on that card and then give them a chance to call out the main event. But yeah, if Movsar returns in January, then I was wrong. Prime says, that's enough Taco Padilla versus Aliens, UFC 326 main event. The venue is Area 51. Area 51 Arena. Taco Padilla, that would be his fucking dream, wouldn't it? Fight in Area 51. Fuck the UFC White House. We gotta have a card at Area 51. Area 51 Arena. Oh, and also Miata Boy, if Movsar does fight in January, props to him, credit to him. Taking nothing away from him. But I would be surprised because he's such a big dude. You know? He's such a big dude. He usually needs a longer camp than 2 months. But we'll see. Like I said, if he takes that fight, props to him. I'll do nothing but give him credit. But he's so inactive, you know what I mean? Movsar. And the rest of the fucking Russian fighters, so inactive. Louis, every guy his own size, he can't just... every guy his own size, he can't just keep the distance, and I think 5'5" Yan beat him. America First, O'Malley has a 5-inch reach advantage over Song. Prime, I have no idea who that fighter is that you said should fight Joaquin Buckley at UFC 326. No idea. But yeah, they could be a co-main event for UFC 326. Fuck it. Maybe not that guy, but Joaquin could be on a co-main event for UFC 326. I wouldn't mind it. Okay, before I forget, it's been on my fucking mind. I just want to see the odds for Paddy versus Gaethje, and then we'll watch this Sneeko video. Bro, why do they have odds for Ilya versus Paddy? Oh, because they're unconfirmed. Okay, Gaethje versus Pimblett. Paddy minus 230. Gaethje plus 176. Sitting at 230 right now, minus 230. Okay, I was just curious. Okay, let's hear Sneeko probably going on Dana about these matchups. I'll read the quote first. Sneeko goes off on Dana White for his UFC matchmaking. Why does Diego Lopez get 2 title shots after Movsar Evloev beat him? Movsar is undefeated. He deserves a title shot. Arman deserves a title shot. Paddy fucking Pimblett. He hasn't fought anybody under the age of 39. Top 5. That's the biggest industry plant. Why does the interim title fight not include the #1 contender? What is the point of rankings? Paddy made it to the top 5. Yes, he got floated up there. But technically, without being floated, Paddy's number 7 in the world. And if he beat 39-year-olds to get to number 7 in the world, maybe the top of the lightweight division was just old. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the case. Why are we going to discredit Paddy for the level of competition that's literally ranked that he had to fight? Like I said, Michael Chandler was ranked number 7 before they fought. Paddy was ranked 12. Paddy finished Chandler and didn't even get the 7 ranking. He got the 8th ranking. Dustin Poirier retired. Then he got moved up to number 7. And then over the course of these last 6 months, he got moved up to number 5. But the 7th ranking was completely fair. There's nothing unfair about Paddy's number 7 ranking and nothing given to him about it. If there was something given to Paddy about his number 7 ranking, take it up with Michael Chandler in the first place and say Michael Chandler should have never been ranked at 7. You know what I mean? But that's not Paddy's fault. Genuinely, it's not. Why does the interim title fight not include the #1 contender? What is the point of rankings? No, that's fine. And Gaethje, you know, it should have been Arman instead of Gaethje. It should have been. Let's watch it now.
C card, super disappointing. Message to Dana White and the UFC. Arman Tsarukyan 100% deserved the title shot, and UFC's becoming into a more cartoonish WWE. It's embarrassing. Why does Diego Lopez get 2 title shots after Movsar Evloev beat him? Movsar's undefeated. Diego Lopez already got the title shot in front of Movsar when he shouldn't have, and you're going to give him 2 shots? Movsar needs the title shot. Arman needs the title shot. Paddy fucking Pimblett? Nothing against Paddy, but...
Movsar hasn't fought in 18 months. Mobster hasn't fought in 18 months.
But he hasn't fought anybody under the age of 39 since like 2021, bro. What's going on?
Semantics.
Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson, and now Justin Gaethje, legends, great fighters, but they're all far past their prime.
Newsflash. So has everyone in the fucking lightweight rankings. They're all fucking past their prime. Newsflash, homie. They're all past their prime. It's not Paddy's fault.
Michael Chandler was 38 when Paddy beat him. Tony Ferguson was like 48. And Justin Gaethje's 37 years old. And you're going to put Paddy Pimblett in the top 5? How is Paddy Pimblett top 5?
You don't pay attention to rankings, so of course you don't know, but that's okay. I just explained it.
Yeah, that is the biggest industry plant rise to the top I've ever seen. No hate against him.
Once again, Michael Chandler ranked number 7. Paddy ranked number 12 before they fought. Paddy finishes Chandler in the 3rd round of a 5-round fight, and he doesn't even get number 7 rank. He gets 8 rank. Then he got bumped up to 7 after Poirier retired. So where's the industry plant argument coming from? Because he went from 7 to 5? That's like the worst argument ever, bro. 7 to 5, oh my god, industry plant. Like, shut the fuck up, please. On top of that, everybody crying about Paddy Pimblett and his rise to the title. Okay, instead of all that crying, let's go solution-based. Who should Paddy have fought? Similar to the level of competition he was at while rising up the rankings, who should he have fought? Because everyone's up in arms about, oh my god, his level of opponents suck. Well, then who should he have fought? Give us a better idea. Who should Paddy have fought then? Instead of only bitching and moaning, right, give us a solution. Bitching and moaning, that's why it annoys me, because it's only bitching and moaning. If you guys really know something, then be like, you know, he fought Michael Chandler when he really should have fought this person. He fought Tony Ferguson when he really should have fought that person. Like, explain it to me. Instead of just bitching, you know what I mean? Give a real explanation. Give a real argument. Not, oh, yeah, he just shouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? His last 3 opponents, 0-13. Okay, well then who should he have fought? And then we can react to that and have a real conversation. But everybody repeating the same narrative over and over and over again. The rankings, low level of competition. Oh my god, bro. Does anybody have an original point?
I like the, you know, but you obviously are trying to get another Conor McGregor, so you get the white guy with the funny accent and promote the fuck out of him and give him the fights that he needs in order to become a superstar. Then you get Ilia Topuria, and obviously Paramount.
Minimizing Paddy Pimblett down to a white guy with a funny accent. Like, I guess you could say it like that, but at the end of the day, the fans like him more. It's not just because he's a white guy with a funny accent. The fans resonate with him. What can we do about that? Well, we got to push the fight. And also, it's not that he's a white guy with a funny accent. The reason why they want the Paddy versus Ilia fight is because of the beef, homie. It's because of the beef. It's because they've been going at it for like the last 3 fucking years, going on 3 years. Starting back at UFC fucking London, when Ilia was a fucking fighting at lightweight against, what's his name, Jai Herbert. And Paddy had his fight against fucking, I don't know, some no name. But again, the coping and the fallacies coming out of dude's mouth is crazy. Like, I called 3 fallacies already. Like, just because you say these things, it doesn't mean you're right.
I want you to have a lot of knockouts, so you don't want him to fight Arman, because Arman's gonna...
If you want to play a horror game, play Fears to Fathom. I played it.
I already did play it on stream. Ilia Topuria, it's not smart if he fights Arman, because Arman has a really good chance to beat him. Arman, I agree with Khabib. I think it's 80-20. I think Arman beats Ilia Topuria. And that's why they don't want him to fight. Arman is the #1 contender. Why are you having an interim title fight between Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett? Why is the interim title fight not include the #1 contender in Arman? What is the...
I get that. I get that. But to answer the question bluntly, and I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just answering it bluntly, It's because Arman has a greater chance of beating Paddy than Gaethje. And the UFC wants Paddy versus Ilya because of the beef and because of the money it can sell, not because he's a white guy with a funny accent. But yeah, you know, in all reality, Arman should have got the shot over Gaethje. Tuxedo Mask, thank you, homie, for the $2 dono. Love you, homie. You mogged Sneeko to death. Look at that fake hairline. Shout out to Sneeko. I've been seeing him training. Sneeko been training. He been training. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sneeko. He been training. Good for him. Prime, I'm like traumatized because the boys in the chat have already got me to say some crazy stuff with these names that you guys type out. So I'm really hesitant to read the name you keep typing because I know when I say it, it's going to be like some wild shit that I just said and I didn't even know I was saying it. But you say, Jacob, how could you not know Yelkub? I'm not going to say the last name just in case. But how could you not know Yelkub? He's the person that the fat guru talks about. He should fight Joaquin Buckley. Let me copy and paste it then. But let me watch this first. Let's finish it in case Sneeko got any more bad points.
Point of having rankings. What is the point of having a number one contender? If it's all about money and it's all about parent.
What's the point of rankings? What's the point of a number one contender? We've already said it. The rankings don't matter. They're not the end all be all. Right? They're not. And everybody, whether you agree with me or not, deep down in your heart, you know the rankings aren't the end all be all. It's a bullshit argument. I get it. Sneeko's okay to say it because he's not really involved in the sport. But we all know the rankings. We know what the real rankings are and what the fake rankings are. And let me give an example. Okay? Let me give an example because everybody wants to be like, "Oh my god, the rankings." Okay, so by this metric, right? Shavkat deserves a title shot over Michael Morales. No, we all know that Michael Morales is behind Ian Gary. And we all know Ian Gary is the true number one contender over JDM. This is a bullshit point, to be honest with you. But, you know, Michael Morales being below Shavkat, we all think Michael Morales is above Shavkat. We all do. That's why rankings don't matter, because if you abide by rankings, then what? We're just supposed to give Shavkat the opportunities over Morales? Fuck no, we're not, because we know what the real rankings are and what aren't. And yes, Arman is the true number one contender. You know what I mean? He is. So, maybe that's a bullshit-ass point. But, I'm just saying, you got to factor in other things aside from rankings like star power and fucking win streaks. All this stuff matters too.
Paramount, then don't brand it as being the number one MMA league. Dana White loves to brag about how much better the UFC is than the PFL. Okay, then give us the fights and have the matchmaking represent the rankings. And right now it's not.
Give us the fights that represent the rankings, or give us the fights that we want to see, which is Ilya versus Paddy. You tell me. You want the fights we want to see or the fights that justify the rankings? I don't know. That's a 50-50. I want the fights I want to see, personally. And I'd be pissed if we never got Paddy Ilya. Call me crazy. Call me whatever you want to call me. I'm just keeping it a buck on my end.
At all. Everybody sees it. Diego Lopez rematch. This is probably Volk's last fight. And you're going to have him do a rematch instead of fight the real contenders in the featherweight division.
This is Volk's last fight. Everybody be saying that as if it like hits like that's the fucking nail in the coffin. Volk's last fight. He gets Diego Lopez for his last fight. Like, dude, I don't know, bro. What does it matter? Like, I think the whole argument that Lopez shouldn't have got the shot over Lerone and Movsar, okay, that's better than like, oh, it's Volk's last fight. Sneeko ain't a casual. No, he seems to be tapped in on MMA Twitter. But I did want to type something in real quick. King Terzi, let me check out that video. See what I mean? See what I mean, Prime? He ain't in here. He ain't in here. I don't know what fighter you're talking about. Not even a Yell Cub. King Terzi, some guy on YouTube called Rigo dropped a banger video exposing Tom Aspinall for forging a fake doctor note. Miata Boy says, I think you guys are fighting a losing battle. When he finally does fight Ilya, Paddy will lose. Then the UFC will throw him to the side. Same thing they do to all the soon-to-be superstars. Miata Boy, I think Paddy's a tough fight for Ilya. I think Paddy would be a tough fight for Ilya. Personally. And that's why I want to see it. But even if Ilya turns out to smash Paddy, I don't care. At least I got to see it. At least the question got answered. I'm okay with it. Paddy can go to the side or wherever he wants to go after that, if he loses. But I think it's a winnable fight for Paddy. Paddy's big for the division. A big old dude. Ilya's small, undersized in the division. So, let's see it. Paddy actually has grappling as well to hang with fucking Ilya. Paddy got jiu-jitsu to hang with Ilya. At least I hope. But we got to see it. King Terzi, Paddy lost to Gordon. We're tired of hearing that, homie. Tired of hearing that. But I'm going to look up that Rigo thing on YouTube. Damn. As soon as the stream is like fucking wrapping up, we get a new video. Two hours? Oh, six minutes.
Tom Aspinall.
Okay, I'll watch it for 6 minutes. I'll watch it for 6 minutes. Let me read the chats, though. Prime, same thing as Dominic the Champion Reyes destroying and defeating John I Hit My Wife with My Bones Jones with a unanimous decision. That was too good, Prime. That was too good. Tony Ferguson is a top boxer with the rest of the undefeated boxers with a record of 1-0, 1 TKO. He's the person you would fear more than fighting prime roided, buffed Mike Tyson. Shit, shout out to Tony Ferg. It should be Armand versus Paddy. Louis, it should be, and I can't argue that. It should be. It should be. It should be Armand versus Paddy. It should be. I can't argue with it. Miata Boy says, it's going to be bad when Paddy has to fight Armand, Ilya, BSD, Gamrot, Charles, Moicano. I think he loses to all these guys. I don't think Paddy loses to Moicano. And I don't know if Paddy even loses to fucking Charles. Gamrot, another one, bro. And BSD. Honestly, Miata Boy, I don't think those are the toughest fights for Paddy. BSD, Gamrot, Charles, Moicano. Like, that's the best for Paddy. I think, if anything, you know, Max Holloway might be a tough-ass fight for fucking Paddy. Max Holloway. If we look at the lightweight rankings, Holloway would be a tough fight. Armand would be a tough fight. And that's about it, bro. That's about it. That's about it. None of these guys ranked below him are a tough fight for him, really. Like Gamrot and shit like that? Come on now. BSD, I don't think so. Moicano, definitely not. Like, definitely not. The least. The least of Paddy's concerns. Charles, probably the biggest threat out of the four you mentioned. I mean, definitely the biggest threat. Miata Boy. Charles a threat, for sure. Charles could knock fucking Paddy the fuck out or submit him. Prime, Yelkup is a wrestler / striker and is a welterweight. Like I said, his cousin Namsu. Again, see what I mean with Prime with all of these crazy names? I'm not even going to do it this time either. Is a undefeated prospect with 12-0, 10 subs, 2 KOs. Let's see if this guy exists, Prime. Doesn't exist. People don't see the script. It's like Masvidal versus Covington. They too had a storyline that everyone followed and wanted to see play out inside the octagon. Yes, that's all it is. It's pretty simple, America First. Pretty simple. True silence. Damn, Sneeko speaking on the UFC. Last time I seen he was getting belt by Sean Strickland. Last time I saw Sneeko, he's actually training. Sneeko been training boxing. And I think kicking, like kickboxing. Miata Boy, I think the rankings should be followed more than we should. I think it's lame they don't, and it's a downfall they don't. Miata Boy, I think a lot of guys get bullshit rankings, though. A lot of guys get bullshit rankings. And, that's notorious with the UFC rankings. So we got to be able to decipher on our own. I don't think we have to go by the fucking ranking system. Because how many times do rankings come out and we're like, no, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. So I don't know. There's merit to go by rankings, but there's a lot of things that go into play. It's not just rankings, as we've been through. It's not just rankings. Yes, rankings matter. I don't know which Jakob it is. Prime, I tried his cousin. It didn't work. LFG Broncos. Shout out the Broncos. I already typed it in. Tyler Betts. I got a 7-legger all coming down to Merab and Pantoja now. Shout out Tyler Betts. Good to see you in the chat, homie. And congrats on the fucking Broncos. America First. I honestly didn't care one bit about Paddy, but as he talked trash and kept winning, you got to give the man his flowers. If you all think he's beating old, worn-out fighters, take it up with them. Shit. Shout out to America First. Come on now. Give fucking Paddy some credit. Also, when you look at the rankings, right? When you look at the rankings, because talking about, what's his name? Miata Boy's point. If we should just go by rankings, then Arman Tsarukyan should have fought Max Holloway for the interim title. Tell me I'm wrong, Miata Boy. Tell me I'm wrong. If rankings matter so much and we should just abide by the rankings, Arman Tsarukyan versus Max Holloway for the interim title. That's what it should have been? Or Arman versus Charles Oliveira? Is that what it should have been? 1 and 2, right? That's what we got to do. It's that simple. We don't got to use our brains. We just got to look at the rankings and go, oh, 1 and 2, okay, perfect. You feel me? This is why we don't just go by rankings. Because it would have been Arman versus Max Holloway. But I have a feeling you guys are going to say, I'm down with that. And I get it that you would be down with it, but again, you got to have Paddy in there, whether you like it or not. Whether you want to accept it or not, you know what I mean? Paddy got to be up in there. Just has to be. And yes, I think Arman should have been in there too, but I think Paddy for sure should have been in there. Like for sure, for sure. So if anybody thinks Paddy getting the shot is a robbery, I would emphatically disagree with you, just so you guys know. Like, Paddy definitely deserved the shot over Gaethje, Holloway, and Oliveira. But Arman definitely deserved it over Gaethje. Hockey got the toughest tat on the roster. What is it? Volk was upset that he got Lopez for his fight at home. That's the point, nothing more. I got you, America First. Lamont Roach, decision incoming. Is he fighting? Shit, it's a Sunday. Why the fuck? Is Lamont Roach fighting tonight or no? Oh no, next weekend, next Saturday. Next Saturday, Lamont Roach versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I'm gonna watch that shit. I'm gonna watch that. Tyler Betts parlays are cooked. Don't do that to fucking Tyler Betts. Merab gonna win, and Pantoja got a good chance. I see a lot of people counting him out though. Put some respect on Pantoja's name. See what I mean? True silence. I knew Prime was up to something. Kamaru Usman spelled backwards. There we go. Prime has been exposed. Paddy should be worried about a new prospect, Arman Sarukian. I think someone caught on. They caught on to you, Prime. Tyler Betts says Merab and Pantoja locks of the century. Shout out. LOL, I tried his cousin. It didn't work. GG, I got a dip with that one. Peace out, True Silence. Saxby, good to see Saxby back in the chat. Paddy versus Gaethje is a 50-50 fight. It's a good fight. I'm rocking with Paddy, though, Saxby. I'm rocking with Paddy. Saxby, a lot of people know that Trump is a corrupt, but they still say he did nothing wrong. Just like Dana is corrupt, but the fans think he can't do anything wrong. I think Dana can do wrong. But I just want to see the Paddy fight. I want to see him fight for a title. Miata Boy, I think they will do Arman versus Charles too. Shit. Maybe. Honestly, they might. But I think Arman should just sit out, bro. Just sit out. And like I said, Arman's still got a chance, Miata Boy. Arman's training to be the backup. Not the backup. But Arman's training to step in if somebody pulls out. So, I mean, Arman's still got a chance. Arman's still got a chance. Saxby, if the fans call him out, then he will do it less. Fair enough, Saxby. But Dana got such a control on the MMA media. The MMA media always pushing Dana. Every word Dana says, the UFC media, boom, copy and paste it. Copy and paste it. Whether Dana right or wrong, copy and paste it. Dana said it. Tyler Betts says, nah, Gaethje def deserves it over Paddy beating Dustin. Paddy didn't beat Dustin. I got Van by upset KO. I see a lot of people picking Van. Bring back Muhammad Mokaev if Pantoja wins. Yes, please, Saxby. Yes, please. They should be signing Mokaev any day now. Miata Boy, I just think Paddy's fights are unimpressive, and it's mind-blowing that you think Tony, Bobby Green, and Chandler are good wins for a title shot. Like I just said, bro. Like I just said, it's not even about all that. It's like, look, Paddy's ranked 5, okay? Gaethje has a win over fucking Fiziev. Before that, he got knocked out. Max Holloway's coming off a fucking loss. Or wait. What's Max Holloway coming off of? So he beat Poirier. Holloway beat Poirier. But again, it's only one win. It's only one win coming off a loss. I know Diego Lopes getting a win off, or a title shot off coming off one win. But Paddy's 7-0, bro. Paddy's 7-0. Paddy's 7-0. They re-signed Mokaev a few weeks ago. I don't think they did, Miata boy. Genuinely. There's no article saying Muhammad Mokaev was re-signed. Never happened. Gal, Dana will be gone soon. Can we get Nick Diaz update? I gave you guys an update on Nick in one of the previous streams, Dominguez. I did. And real quick. Miata boy. Arman Sarukian's last 3 wins. Dan Hooker, Charles Oliveira, Beneil Dariush. The best win is Charles Oliveira, bro. That's the best win, and it was a squeaked out win. Split decision win. He was on his fucking back at the end of that fucking fight. So I get it, Miata boy. I get it, what you're saying. But what's the alternative? Dan Hooker, Beneil Dariush, Charles Oliveira, which he almost fucking lost to? Like, that's your alternative. That's the thing that's keeping you up at night, homie. Oh, should we throw Joaquin Silva in there? Like, what are we tripping about? Like we said before, the win streaks aren't what we're even talking about because they're the same fucking shit. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Dan Hooker, Charles Oliveira, Beneil Dariush. Tony Ferguson, Bobby Green, Michael Chandler. It's like the same thing, bro. I'll give it to Arman. His is a little bit better. But I mean, it's not blowing anything out of the water by any means. On top of that, Paddy on a 7-fight win streak. Mokaev beats Pantoja. Gal says, Hunter Campbell runs UFC, not Dana. He's just a face. That's true. Tyler Betts, I'm saying Gaethje wins over Dustin is more impressive than any of Paddy's wins. I mean, yeah, but that was a minute ago. That was 2023. Justin Gaethje fought twice in 2 years. MMA tracker. I mean, I'm probably not going to find it on MMA tracker. MMA roster watch, you mean? Mokaev got added. Okay, so here it is, Miata boy. I think you just got a little bit confused. But actually, November 27th, 3 days ago, he was removed. It's true, Muhammad Mokaev was officially removed on 7/30/2024. UFC updated their stats website recently, and for whatever reason, Muhammad Mokaev was back on it and removed today again. Maybe someone finally remembered while having a glass of red wine and feasting on their Thanksgiving turkey. But yeah, Muhammad Mokaev is not signed to the UFC. For the record. For the record. The latest post was saying he got removed again. But Roster Watch never even posted that he got re-signed. He just posted that he got removed again. So yeah, no Mokaev. Gal, what's my hottest take at the moment? I mean, it's got to be the everyone stop crying. It's got to be everyone stop crying. You could rewatch the stream. It was the Diego Lopes stream a couple days ago. But I don't even remember that take too much. Dana also has his handpicked people to ask softball questions. This is why Jacob would not qualify. He would ask and push the issue. In other words, represent us well. Shout out to America First. Yes, that's true. Dana White does love to have, the softball question askers there. But what do we get for that? Shit-ass fucking media days that no one watches anymore. But yeah, and that's why also he doesn't have guys like Ariel there and shit like that. Not that he banned them. But, there's a reason why Ariel and Luke Thomas, they don't show up to those things anymore. Because they don't let them ask the questions anyway. They're going to get cut off. They're going to get the runaround. Gal says, Jan going to beat Marab. Shout out. Tyler bets Jan gets dog walked again. Van gets subbed. Okay, let's watch, Ricky LaFleur. I guess we can agree on something. Armand pulled out. He should go to PFL Pull-Out Fight League. Although I don't think Armand should go to PFL. I get the punishment he's getting for pulling out. Who has bigger numbers on Instagram, Paddy or Armand? Shit, probably Armand. Saxby, probably Armand. But again, there's a big fight for Paddy that people want to see, and I don't think it's getting through people's heads fully. Like, I get it, right? I get it. But I'm just telling you guys, there's a big fight that people want to see from Paddy. That's why he's getting pushed. I know you guys with the rankings. I know with maybe Armand with his numbers on Instagram, whatever you want to say. But there is a fight out there that people really want to see for Paddy. They do. For better or for worse, there's a fight out there that people really want to see for Paddy. Pacquiao versus Mayweather in the works for 26. I'm not interested, honestly. Me neither, America First. Me neither. Tyler bets UFC's business mindset, if being fine with dominant, boring champs, but stacking cards with exciting fights and making them mean something. Moving away from pay-per-view mindset since most of the champs can't sell pay-per-views anyways. It's true, they can't. Miata Boy. Okay, yeah, I must have seen that because he was active on the roster, but they made him inactive, so I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I don't know either, Miata Boy. Genuinely, I don't. I reported today. I seen it, so I need to delete that. It's fine, bro. It's fine. Or just put a little correction in the comments. But, they need to re-sign Mokaev. Like, they need to. Like, he should have been re-signed already. I don't know what's taking so long. Re-sign his ass. Saxby, so if pay-per-view is dead and all the poor people that support Armand can finally watch the UFC, Armand is a bigger star. I have not seen a lot of people wanting to see Paddy fight for title except for UFC. Okay, Saxby, I think you bring up a good point, so let me just acknowledge it real quick. Who's a bigger star, Armand or Paddy? I don't know. I'm keeping it a buck. I don't fucking know. Okay, I don't know. Maybe Armand is, maybe Paddy is. Because if I'm keeping it a buck, right? I did the stream for Armand versus Dan Hooker, and we did good numbers on the stream. And the streams are indications of how much viewership they're getting. So with Arman being the headliner, it got good viewership. So I'm going to give Arman that credit. I know I've dissed his videos in the past of his eating videos, saying, yeah, those numbers are good, but they don't translate to ticket sales. And I'm going to stand on that. But I think Arman got a good following regardless of that point. And maybe he is a bigger star than Paddy. But I believe, like I said, Saxby, I know you're saying I've not seen a lot of people wanting to see Paddy fight for the title except for UFC, but they do. They do. The casual fans, Saxby. The casual fans do. The casual fans do. Because they actually know Paddy. They don't know Arman. But Arman has a really heavy Armenian fan base and probably a Russian fan base too. Okay, so Miata Boy says Paddy has more followers than Arman right now, but Arman has been hanging out with Hamza, Islam, and Khabib. So, yeah, you know, they're close. They're neck and neck. They're neck and neck as far as who's bigger, who's more popular. But I'm trying to give Arman credit by even keeping him in the conversation with Paddy. Like, I'm not saying Arman's not a part of the conversation anymore. But all I'm saying is there's a big fight people want to see that involves Paddy. A big fight. And until that fight happens, people are always going to want it. You know, unless Paddy loses to Gaethje, then they'll get over it. But that's the thing that a lot of people aren't understanding right now. There's a big fight waiting for Paddy that the casual fan base wants to see. You know, where it can draw in, you know, record numbers. Paddy's a part of that. You know, whether or not his last 3 opponents are 0-13, whether or not he doesn't deserve the number 5 ranking, there's a fight people want to see Paddy in, and that's against Ilya. For better or for worse. It's just the fact. Like, I get it. I get what you guys are saying. But with all that being said, people still want to see it. The casual fans. Arman got all Islam and Hamzat fans. I guess so. Ricky LaFleur, I would love to see Paddy fight for the title since he's white. Shout out to Paddy. Shout out to all the white boys watching. Saxby, the reason UFC would cater to American fighter are American by pay-per-view. Now that model is gone, it about eyeballs. The reason UFC would cater to American fighters are American pay-per-view buys. Now that model is gone, it's about eyeballs. Yeah, and the UFC never really favors like the Americans necessarily. In fact, foreign fighters with countries behind them are more beneficial for the promotion or the company. Saxby, Arman has bigger views. So yeah, that's what it is. You know, Paddy got more followers, but Arman gets more likes on his eating videos. But again, that's what I was saying. You know, numbers lie. Numbers lie. Arman gets more likes on his eating videos, but they don't translate to followers and they don't translate to ticket sales. That's no hate on Arman. I'm just helping you guys not get confused with it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to help you guys not get confused. If your name is Arman, you should know your parents are cousins. Oh my God, Ricky. Shout out to Ricky. No, yeah, Miata Boy. I just got done saying that too. I don't know about that was Guru's biggest of the year because it wasn't my biggest of the year, but it was one of the biggest of the year, and I can even show you guys. But yeah, you say, I just want to point this out. Guru said he had his biggest fight night stream of the year was Arman versus Dan. I just want to point that out. Like I said, I don't know about biggest of the year, but it was one of the biggest of the year. And let me show you, boys. Shit, Rigo. I'm gonna just duplicate this tab. View your channel. Live. Popular. So yeah, second biggest of the year. But keep in mind, my Oliveira Topuria fight, it shot out like halfway through. So really it's 19K. Oh wait, let me show you guys. Really it's 19K and 8.8K. 19K and 8.8K. So this was the biggest of the year. That's like 27.8K views. This was second though, 14K. So second biggest is pretty fucking good. Second biggest, pretty fucking good. Above Holloway Poirier 3. Above Holloway Poirier 3, above JDM versus Makachev. Above Volkanovski versus Lopez 1. Above DDP versus Chimaev. Above Aspinall versus Gane. You feel me? So, yeah, this is the second biggest by my metrics for live stream events this year. So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying not to like take anything away from Arman. Even if I shat on Arman in the past, I'm still keeping it a buck. I'm telling you guys the truth. You know, I'm not keeping things from you guys to keep my point standing. Like, I'm saying things that actually kind of diminish my points. But hopefully you guys can respect that. So yeah, straight up. Shout out to me, Otterboy, for the insight. Paddy putting on for the Aryan Brotherhood. Oh my gosh, Ricky, you're crazy. Shout out to everybody watching. Subscribe, like the video if you haven't. Shout out to all you boys. I gotta go take a fucking piss real quick, and I'm gonna grab some water, and then we can continue doing the stream. But shout out to all you boys. Give me one minute, like 1 or 2 minutes. My bad, I just said we can also watch this video in a minute, so give me like 2 minutes, I'll come back. You boys caught me with the glasses on. I just gotta take a bite of this real quick. Shout out me, Otterboy. That shit was embarrassing. But yes, I have bad eyesight. I gotta wear glasses a lot of the time. I went outside and almost fucking stepped on them, so I put them on and then I forgot I had them on. Just a couple of chats. Mark Hatch says, what are we arguing about? Paddy is clearly more popular than Arman. No, yeah, I mean, that's how it has been, but Arman has crossed over a little bit, as you just saw off my fucking metrics from the live stream. Yadbo, I think more people have seen Arman. He was on the biggest pay-per-view the UFC have ever put on, UFC 300. Miata boy, I don't think that was the biggest, just to keep it a buck. But yes, like maybe the modern era, it was one of the bigger cards of the last 2 or 3 years. And he fought the most loved fighter, Charles. No, yeah. A lot of people know Arman. A lot of people do. He got a big Armenian fan base, plus the Russian fan base. It's working for him. He's also crossing over in America now too. You know, the hardcore fans are all behind him. So Arman has multiple like pools of fans all compiling in to help him out. The hardcores, Armenians, Russians, Americans. You know what I mean? So Arman's lucking out. Ricky says, Arman's such a clown, I would bully that twerp and take his lunch money. Shout out Ricky. Somehow I doubt that though, homie. Somehow I doubt that. Come on, Arman a tough fighter now. I may give Arman a hard time, but he's a good fighter. Saxby, Arman is a star. He proved it in Qatar by getting standing ovation from a Muslim crowd when Arman is white Christian man. Saxby, I kind of just got done saying that too. You know, he got the Muslim support, he got American support, Armenian support, hardcore fan support. Shit, probably a little bit of casual fan support too, for those that know him. Okay, let's watch this. Let's see what, you know, this whole thing's about. Shout out whoever dropped this in the chat earlier. Shit, we on 3.5 hour stream. Shout out to all you boys for keeping me in here. It's only a 6-minute clip to react to, so let's see. I have proof Tom Aspinall's medical report is fake. Okay, let's see it, Rico. Show me the money.
Just released a fake medical report and thought we wouldn't notice.
Bro, why do they always have to do these fucking voices? Why do they gotta do these voices? You guys are so lucky I don't do some stupid ass shit like that. God, bro. Thankfully it's only 6 minutes, but it's so insufferable. I'm gonna increase the playback speed. 1.25, bro. These fucking voices are crazy.
On November 30th, 2025, Tom Aspinall released his big update, a medical report from the NHS claiming he is dealing with trauma from the eye poke from Ciryl Gane and that he is not medically cleared to train, let alone fight. And this report is dated to November 24th. But this is clearly a fake document, and I have proof. Tom Aspinall used the wrong font. There are a bunch of things with this report that we will get into that prove it is a fake document, but this is the nail in the coffin and the undeniable proof that he typed this up on his own, likely using ChatGPT for the medical terminology. The official NHS font, the only font they will ever send you a letter or email in, is one of two, either Vertiger or Arial. And what you are going to notice about both of these fonts is neither of them are the font that Tom Aspinall's report is written in. Both Vertiger and Arial are straight, unflourished characters. As you can see, it is all straight, rounded lines with nothing coming out at the end. Whereas the font used by Tom Aspinall has those flourishes, those embellishments at the bottom of letters, in particular on the capital letters, but it is very clearly not Vertiger or Arial font. It is like Times New Roman or something. This is the nail in the coffin. The rest of the video is essentially just gravy because we have already proven this is a forged document. However, there are other things that Tom Aspinall forgot to include in his fake medical report. There is no identifying information from the NHS on the entire report. The NHS is the public healthcare provider in the United Kingdom, and all reports from the NHS are issued on official letterhead, making them easily identifiable and verifiable, meaning you can tell if they are real or they are fake if they have official letterhead. The NHS.
Okay, I'm gonna say it, homie low-key fucking right, dude. He fucking right. He fucking right. Tom Aspinall clearly didn't post his medical records. He clearly didn't. I'm not saying he doesn't own medical records. Hang on, Miata boy. Let me say this point real quick. Let me land on this point. I'm not saying Tom Aspinall doesn't have medical records. Okay, I'm not saying he doesn't have them. But why I'm saying dude is right is because I think Tom has records just like this. But for some reason, he didn't screenshot his own medical records. He took them all and he made his own little document, his own Google sheet, spreadsheet for it. When I was looking through all his stuff, his documents, I did find it interesting. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. Tom. Of course it's not gonna fucking load. Give me a second. Okay, I did find it interesting that Tom's reports look like this, right? Because if anybody's ever done like an essay or like done any type of homework, right? You know that this is how you would make it look too, right? I could make a document look like this in like 5 minutes, easily. So yes, it looks like Tom's team, someone in his team took all their medical records and made a timeline out of it, right? But they also, you know, they did try to make it look like this was an official medical document, and I don't think it was. I'm not saying Tom doesn't have official medical documents. I'm saying Tom consolidated all of his medical documents into a Google spreadsheet and posted that instead of the actual documents. That's what I'm saying. Okay? I believe all this stuff is real. I believe he went to the doctor in late October. I believe he saw private ophthalmology, Mr. Conrad Wen. I believe all this is real. But I believe that he took all the individual spreadsheets and he consolidated them into one he took all the medical reports and he consolidated them all into one Google spreadsheet. Now, I will say I disagree with Homie because Homie just said, oh no, he said official NHS reports and letters come on official letterhead. So yes, maybe it didn't have the letterhead, right? Maybe it didn't have the letterhead.
Meaning you can tell.
But that's because, like I said, Tom took all the medical reports and consolidated it into a Google Doc, right? Into a Google Doc timeline. But I don't doubt that Tom has these records. So Homie's clickbaiting by saying medical report is fake. You know, it's not fully fake, but he's really blurring the line here. It's not fake. He consolidated all the medical reports into one Google Doc in a timeline in chronological order. That's what he did. It's clear as day. You know, this was written down by his team. And they took the most important parts. You know. So that's all it is. This was a part of a medical report, but they just took it and put it in the Google Doc instead. So I just want to be clear about that. So I guess Miata Boy, yeah, Homie is kind of being a dummy because he's selling you guys bullshit. He's saying Tom didn't really go to the doctors. It's all fake. And that's not true. That's not true. Tom went to the fucking doctors, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't think Tom's that big of a fucking liar. That would be craziness. And, you know, he probably got to send this shit into the UFC so that he can keep being out, right? He got to send that paperwork into the UFC so he can keep being out, and the UFC is not going to settle for this. They're going to ask him for the real documents, which I'm sure he has, and I'm sure he fucking faxed over to them. So, let's listen to this fucker for 3.5 more minutes. Sorry in advance, Miata Boy. But wait, let me read it real quick. Miata Boy says, this is the dumbest thing I've ever watched. Get this guy off my screen. Yeah, but he showed a pic of his eyes on an eye test, and you can see his one eye isn't acting right. No, I agree, Miata Boy. I agree. I told you. I think Homie's fucking exaggerating to make his point, make it seem like he's right. Of course, he can't show his medical record. It's probably got personal info on it, so they would have to go throw the entire thing and black out hella shit. Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro. I don't think there's anything wrong with consolidating the medical reports and putting it into a fucking Google Doc in chronological order and fucking getting rid of all this stuff we don't even want to read anyway. Like, I think there's nothing wrong with it. And I don't doubt that Tom has real medical records. They also showed footage of Tom in the hospital getting his eye checked, like Miata Boy said. So, you know, come on now. Homie's exaggerating. But let me read some of the negative chats as well. Rigo the pedo F, that loser. Damn, Ricky LaFleur. So this dude's a pedo or what? Damn. Mark says Tom has to keep up the act or he would lose all his fans. Shout out to Mr. Mark Hatch. Mark says, yeah, the doctor said his eyes were fine. Tom is doing damage control because some fans saw through his act. Okay. All right. We're bound to have people on both sides of this debate, but let's finish this video.
If they are real or they are fake, if they have official letterhead. The NHS logo always appears in the top right of the corner of the document. And as you can see from the very first picture of the report that Tom Aspinall posts, it is not cropped out on the side because you can see the scroll bar that he posted himself in his screenshot. This is not from my screenshot of his screenshot. This is on his Instagram post that he posted today. There is no NHS logo.
All right, Miata Boy. I'll listen to you, homie. We're out of here. We're fucking out of here. Yeah, watched Ronan MMA's video about Rigo. Oh, we not watching a pedo, boys. We not fucking supporting a pedo. I'm gonna delete this shit out of the fucking stream, actually, once it gets posted tomorrow. He not getting no clout from me. He not getting no clout from me. Basically, he would go into a 16-year-old's live stream and send some weird messages in chat. Gosh dang, bro. Alright. I appreciate the fucking heads up. And Miata Boy, thanks for getting me out of there 3 minutes early, homie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's just, I don't know, see the timeline, refresh it one more time. But that was pretty much it for you boys. That was pretty much it. Oh yeah, this is also crazy though. Joe Rogan, he's a known atheist. Admitted to be an atheist for years. Homie's a Christian now. I know Joe Rogan be pissing me off as well as you guys, but shit, at least he's a Christian now. Shout out Joe Rogan for finding God. Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Joe Rogan. He says, I don't think it's myth. I think they're relaying truth. I think it is an ancient relaying of a real event in the real history of human beings. Yes, that's true. I don't think the whole thing is myth, but I don't think it's entirely accurate either. Could be true. I don't know what the serpent in the garden and Adam and Eve and the apple means. When they talk about the first human beings, I assume that is a recounting of a genetic manipulation. If you're telling a story for thousands of years where people don't even have books, they don't have paper, they don't have a written language, and they're just trying to remember what they knew from thousands and thousands of years before, when they had achieved a very high level of sophistication, which is what I think happened. This is the kind of story that you get. There's a lot of truth in there, but I think the ultimate story is lost. The ultimate truth I don't think is accurately documented anywhere. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe. I've seen a lot of podcasts on Joe's thing where he fucking, he's getting people to come on and recount real life events of Jesus and the resurrection and all that stuff and the crucifixion. So the Bible, a lot of the stories, they can be validated, but I think Joe's also pointing out there are some stories that can't be validated. Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Miata Boy. Let's go. Let's go. I wish I could recommend you guys the podcast I watched on Joe Rogan where this guy was like telling him about the Bible and stuff like that. Let me try to find it. Give me like a minute though, fucking bear with me. Joe Rogan, Christian guest. JRE. I think it's Wesley Huff. Wesley Huff, 10 months ago. 7.7 million views. Wesley Huff gives historical take on the death and resurrection of Jesus. it's interesting because a lot of people are like, is it true? Is it not true? But, hey, Huff did The Chosen. Yeah. Wesley Huff. Mark Hatch, I watched that one too. Shout out to you boys. Jacob, that was Wesley Huff, I think. Shout out to you boys. We all tapped in. Let's go. We all fucking tapped in. Let's go. That excites me. I love that shit. Yes, Wesley Huff, boys. Wesley Huff. And I love that podcast too, because I always questioned, like, is that shit real? Like, how do I know if that shit's real or not? Like, how do I know if, like, Jesus was real or if, like, this whole, the God the Muslims believe in is real? Like, how do I know which one? Wesley Huff, bro? I'm like, all right, bro. God and Jesus are real. God and Jesus are fucking real. There's historical events that happened. Shout out to you, boy. Shout out Mark Hatch and Miata Boy. And John Dong, too. Shout out to John Dong as well. Shout out to everybody who tuned into the stream today. We got a stream coming tomorrow as well, of course. You already know. If you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. I'll give you guys updates on when I'm going live tomorrow and every day. And, yeah, boys. Shout out to all you boys for tuning in. 3.5 hour stream. Let's go. All right, boys. Let's hope to get some good headlines for tomorrow. And in the meantime, go check out the Wesley Huff fucking podcast with Joe Rogan. If you know, you know. All right, boys. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 6-7. Hey, I was with my niece this weekend. They were fucking hitting me with 6-7 references. 6-7, 10-11, go to heaven, all kinds of things, boys. Shout out to Tuxedo Mask for the fucking dono on the way out. Jesus was Hoppa. Shout out to all my Hoppa brothers out there. Let's go. Jesus was a fucking real one. Let's go. Miata Boy, we are locked in with Jesus Christ. Shout out Jesus Christ. Mark Hatch, God bless. God bless you boys, homies. God bless all you boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, homies. And Tuxedo Mask, thank you once again, homie. Always appreciate you coming in. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.